here. I'm here. Hold on 1 second. Come in. Okay. I'm here. Where am I? I'm here. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh, never mind. I got it. All right. Everything is on. I am Reality of Christopher. This is starting on podcast on the Reality of Christopher YouTube channel. And I am talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake. God, Chris, to get it together. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm just saying off. The reunion part 3. We just aired this week, and it was boring as hell. But I mean, what the hell do we want? We don't want people fighting. We don't want toxicity. We don't want people. I don't know. I don't know what we want. I don't know what I want. I'm spoiled. We're spoiled because I don't know what we want, guys. Hello, everybody on TikTok. Thanks for joining. If you want to watch the crazy live, I am live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's gonna be hot. So hot, but so good. I think I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12:15. So you can come watch the crazy live where I'm a mess. But I've noticed listening on the Who's Starting On podcast side, if you're not watching the audio, I don't make a lot of sense. So I just want to say this up front. There are chapters and not transcript, you know what I mean? Chapters and something on the podcast side where you can skip ahead. Also, there's also on the YouTube side as well. So I'm live on YouTube. That's where these episodes are recorded. Krista, shut the fuck up. Live recorded, and I talked to my live chat. So let me say hi, DJ. Oh, here's my best friends. My besties are here. Kathy, Q's channel, Q and DJ's channel. I'm sure my Mimirs will put her stuff. Anybody that comes in the chat that has a channel or any kind of thing they want to promote, I don't care if you promote in my self-promote in my lives or my comment section. I welcome that. I don't know why anybody else wouldn't, but I apparently that's frowned upon. But anybody can promote their channel, anything in my sphere. So, or anything you have going on. So, everybody's here. So yeah, get my notes. Who's Starting On podcast? It's supposed to be a podcast where I talk about whose side we're on, and I give both sides of the feuds that are on Bravo for the week. But I haven't been doing it that way. I've been doing recaps, and I don't know why. I want to get back to doing whose side, but so I've decided that whatever's on next after Salt Lake, starting next week, I'm going to strictly stick to whose side, where I'm going to tell you my side. Well, I'm going to tell you both sides of the feud and try to remain neutral, and then at the end I'll tell you my side and give you guys a chance to give me your side and why. I always have to know why. Because I know that logic is not the same for everybody. I always thought it was. So I thought, I'm pretty logical, right? So I'm always right. No, logic isn't the same for everybody, especially when you live in Jersey. You're a bunch of fucking nutcases. Oh my God. You guys know I have 5 cats. Well, if you don't know, I have 5 cats, 5 inside cats, and I also have 2 outside cats. Well, that leaves 7. Well, guess what? And an 8th one showed up today. And he's the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. Blue eyes, blue and white eyes. He looks Siamese with a raccoon body, like the color of like Siamese, just huge, like Mancoon and Siamese, all black face with like this. Like I gotta show you a picture. I'll show you pictures before I go. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's no way I can't even have 7 cats. I can't even have 5 cats. I can barely have 6. I cannot have another cat, but this motherfucker is gorgeous. I mean, I have never seen a more gorgeous cat in my life. I'm not kidding you. I've never seen a more gorgeous cat in my life. I put him on the thing to make sure he's not stolen or missing. I think he's somebody's cat. I've never seen a cat this big. He's as big as my Mr. Man, but even bigger. So him, Mr. Tom, the one outside cat, the male, the big Mr. Tom, he's a big oversized tuxie, and Eloise are out there chasing each other around because it's heat season. And they're all having sex. It's one big motherfucking orgy. It's one big cat orgy in my house and my outside. Oh my God, I have a cat orgy going on. It's so sad. It's a cat orgy. Guys, I'm Alicia Bano over on Instagram. I'm having a cat orgy. Okay. I don't know what to do. My outside cat turn heat. My inside cat turn heat. They're all fixed, but I just realized something. They're having more sex than me and my husband. Well, anyway, there's certain people watching. So if my dad comes in his chat, Please be kind to him. Kath, he is, he's gorgeous. Let me see if I can, let me see. I just took his picture. I had to put his picture on Facebook. Oh, I can show you guys. I put him on Facebook. Hold on. Oh, I got to show you guys. I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now. Okay. Oh, can't share yet. Because I just put him on Facebook because I want to make sure he's not somebody's cat. I mean, I can't even tell you. Like, you guys got to see it for yourself. And you'll get to see what Mr. Tom looks like. And if you guys knew who my Uncle Tom was, you would understand why I named this cat Tom. He reminds me of my Uncle Tom. I don't know. I just put a message. I just put it out there. Hold on a second. All right, so I got to show you this picture. Where did I have it at? Oh, South Jersey. Okay, let me do this. Do. Photo. 1, 2, 3. God, he's so gorgeous. Oh my God. You're gonna die, guys. I just posted it. I want to post it so I could just. Okay. All right, he's posted onto my Facebook, and I'll just real quick show it to you guys. Oh my God, he's so gorgeous. I keep saying he because it's got to be a he. Okay. Finish it. Come on. Things take forever. Oh my God. Finishing up. I did literally, because one's a video. Okay, it's two, by the way. Oh, and I've been saying this all season. So basically, because Dana, I guess because Dana didn't give them permission to use that, use her name and everything because of that. Let me show you guys. I don't think they could do it. The storyline sucks. Everything. Is that my dad? I thought I just saw my dad. Hey, Larja, let me show you this cat that's outside. You're gonna die. I just posted him. Okay. Do you see this guy? Do you see him? Do you see him? Lauren, looking in my yard. Lauren, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. I'm dying. I had to post. Look how cute he is. Oh my God. Look, and that's Mr. Tom in the front. And that's him in the back. He's got blue eyes. Do you see the blue eyes and the green to blue? Do you see? Have you ever not seen a more beautiful friend in the back? Oh, I think you're somebody's cat. Hi, gorgeous. You got to be somebody's cat. Okay. He looks like a raccoon. Look at that guy. Look at him. He's so gorgeous, or she's gorgeous. He's a beautiful friend in the back. Oh my God. Lauren, look at that. Have you ever seen a cat with blue eyes? Oh my God. I can't. I'm obsessed, guys. Okay. I'm obsessed with him. Is he not a gorgeous freaking? No, it's not. I don't know he's not number 8 because I don't know whose cat he is. Okay. He just showed up yesterday. Lauren, I want him, but I can't have 8 cats. I can't have 7 cats. I can't have 5 fucking cats. My husband will kill me. I can't do this. But did you fucking see him? I'm dying. I love him. Or her. I think it's him. Does he not look half Mancoon and half Siamese? I mean, Jesus Christ, he's gorgeous. And then do you see Mr. Tom? I know. I've never seen a cat with blue eyes, Lauren, like that. I mean, they're blue and white. Like, I even see the whites of his eyes, and that's not normal. But he's huge, right, Kath? Let me show you again one more time. Let me just show you one more time. Let me just show you one more time. Let me just show you one more time because I love him so much. I don't know what to do. I'm like all excited because I can't have it outside. I just can't do it. But the eyes, I can't deal with it. I've never seen it. Look at those blue eyes. I've never seen blue eyes like that. Look at his blue eyes on a cat. Look at that freaking face. I mean, and look at this face. Hello. These two are chasing around Eloise. He's huge. He's I'm upset. I can't. And it actually looks like my little calico or my tortoiseshell. It could be our dad. It could be our dad. I mean, seriously, I'm dying. Like, I know. Okay, I gotta get to, like, I put him on the Lost and Found because I think he's somebody's cat. I've never seen a gorgeous cat like that as a feral. I don't know. I don't know. They're chasing around Eloise having sex. Cal, Mr. Tom looks like my baby. Does he? Oh, is Mina a girl? I know. Tuxies are amazing, and he's a fat tuxie too. Okay, so Lauren, he's got to have Siamese, right? And too big to be, like, he's got to be Mancoon. He has Mancoon, I think, because he's just huge, like huge. I mean, huge. He's like the size of. I thought it was a raccoon, actually. In the dark, I thought it was a raccoon. And George's like, that's a fucking cat. And he's like, and then even George, he's like, did you see him? I said, yes, did you see him? You did? Oh my God, did you see him? Look I can't get my virtual background, by the way. All right, let me get into this. Kelly Potts, if you get on this phone or you get on this Facebook, you better call me because I'm bringing this cat to your house. Kelly Potts, you are about to receive 2 cats, okay? Because your house, she has like a farmish looking house kind of on the corner, a lot of land and stuff. You sound like my mom, Larja. That's why my mom doesn't like cats. We never had cats growing up. My mom hated cats because they used to shit in her. They actually shit in her shoes. They used to attack her and shit in her shoes. And see, something recently just happened where we looked at my mom like, holy shit, woman, we have no idea who we're like, oh God. And now we're like, now we know why the cat shit in your shoes. You're not a good person, lady. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, mom. Love you. Just kidding. The cat must have knew something. Because my mom never liked cats, but I don't think they liked her either. Now I know why. I'm just kidding, mom. I love you. I'm just kidding. I have to fuck with her for at least a year after this. Because, my angel saint of a mother is not an angel saint at all. At all. At all. Sorry, Dad. Don't be mad, but Dad, Neither's my dad, though. I mean, like, come on. I'm like, I'm nothing like my parents. I'm just like my biological dad. I'm like, I'm nothing like my mom. Where did I come from? Like, I'm such a fucking nightmare. And here. Yep. Don't judge me for this 25. I'm just kidding. All right. I'm moving on. Let's make some pot, and I'll drop the link in case Larja, you want to come up. Oh God, that would be me. That's me. Like last night, I'm like, look at that. I'm like, oh my God, we got it. Raccoon's back. And then George was like, that's not a raccoon. I'm like, get Eloise. There's a raccoon out there. She's gonna eat all her food. And then I'm like, oh, he's like, that's a cat. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I love you. I'm obsessed. I can't stop looking at. I was like, literally, that's why I was a little bit late. I was taking pictures. I was doing that video. I can't stop looking at him. Hey, oh my God, I'm so glad you're back. Ragdoll. That was the other name of the cats I couldn't think of. I've seen them, yeah. But I just can't believe. I don't know, Reality Counselor, did you see the kitty cat that I just showed everybody pictures of? That I just found in my backyard. Again, another one. We'll call him number 8. I mean, gorgeous. All right, I'm going to get into the show because if not, I'm going to keep talking about this cat because I'm low-key hoping somebody's cat so he has a home because I can't do this. I don't turn them away, but I cannot I can't afford it. Like, it's like, my husband makes me pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, since number, 5, no, how many we have? We have 6, right? 7. Mr. Tom doesn't really count. But ever since I started, I think after number 5, he made me start paying for it. Like, out of, my budget money that he gives me to spend for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on a budget, and I got to use that's spend to feed my cats because I'm crazy. And he's like, he fed the first couple ones. And then he's like, after 5, he's like, there's something wrong with you. He's like, I'm going to have to, he's like, I have to do something because I have to forego getting hair and stuff, sometimes because I have to feed the cat. So I don't think I can do number 8. Like, I don't think I can do number 8, but he's just fucking gorgeous. Like, I was like, you're so gorgeous. That's all I kept saying. I've never seen a cat with blue eyes like that. I'm like, he's got blue eyes, and I could tell. I'm like, they're not. I'm like, they're definitely blue because next to Tom, you can see Tom's are green. I wish I could show you a picture of my Uncle Tom because I named him Tom because my Uncle Tom, he passed away, and he was my favorite uncle. He's been there since I was born, and he passed away a couple years ago. And he was he just has he had black curly hair, but the way his hairline looks, it looks like Mr. Tom's the way his weight is, and he's a little bit heavier. And because my uncle's a little bit heavier, he's a big guy, and I just oh my God, I don't know, he looked like my Uncle Tom. I was like, your name's Tom, and I was like, oh, because he's Tomcat. I'm like, no, I'm literally because he looks like my Uncle Tom. Okay, I don't want Brittany to come back. I don't know. I don't think she deserves a seat to come back. I think she's a little out there, and I don't think she knows how to be this group will eat her up and spit her out. And I want Braun back. I definitely want Braun back. I'm pissed off because not mad at Dana. It's not Dana's fault, but they fucked that up big time. You know what I mean? I don't know why they couldn't just give her money in perpetuity, give her or use it in perpetuity, but pay her for it. You know what I mean? They could have gave her $3,500. That is the going rate. But because of that, we have no resolve on that whole Lisa and Whitney thing. I guess. I mean, I don't know what they talk about in the first couple of minutes, but all that. If you get 10. I know it's not fun. Kenneth, what am I going to do, man? She's not strong enough for the show. You know what I mean? Hey, Lady Virgo. Hello, all my gorgeous people. Thank you for coming back. I promise, no more talking about politics anymore. I don't want anybody to ever not or leave because of that. And So yeah, I love you guys for being here. Let me drop the link. Okay, so we start out because we have Brittany. She's the first one up on the couch on the right side. You know what I mean? And it's she's got blonde hair. Apparently, Angie did her hair. I don't like her with blonde hair. She had a like nice glow up during the season or when it was airing when she was at Watch What Happens Live. But her dark hair, I thought she looked much prettier with dark hair. I feel like her hair does look like high body count hair when it's like this. I guess mine does too right now. I got high body count. I guess I got that whole thing going on too. Oh my God, I got Brittany's hair going. I got Brittany's high body count hair on. Do I have high body count hair? Why is my nose so funny? Do I have high body count hair? Do I? But I have the hair going. Anyway, I'm from Jersey. We have a hard time. We don't like change. Okay. So I'll show you. I have hair that was like, but she's there and it's no grand entrance or anything. And she had to actually get changed because her and Angie had the same dress on. I personally don't think it's a dress for that anyway. I don't know why either of them wore it, but the rest of them look pretty hot. And yeah, it's my heart, and it's a shame because my heart. I don't. That's 8 fucking. I can't do 8. Oh my God. Anyway, so the first segment, like I said, we have Brittany, and they talk about their on again and off again relationship with the Osmond kid, guy who I don't like, Jared. She just knows that she shouldn't be with him, and everybody's kind of like, well, yeah, he likes Mary, and he's effing this one, and he said some really nasty shit. I was like, when I heard what he had said to Bronwyn, I'm like, dude, nah, like you can't even, like you don't belong in this cast, like, and how dare her not even, like she said I was embarrassed, but like I don't know, man. I think Brittany should have reprimanded her. I don't know. I said, look, dude, like you literally just said that to her. Like the message to her was, you something bitch, you treacherous bitch. And I guarantee I'm twice the size of any man you've ever had. Who really did? Because somebody said you had a micro penis. Well, she was repeating it. And, Brittany should stay away from him, but she probably won't because I think that she knows. I think she thinks that's her key to the show, which I don't know why, because we barely seen him. And he's not like, he's like a cousin, a distant cousin. He's not like Donnie or Marie or, well, I don't know. I just didn't like what he said to Roman. And, Andy's like, Andy's like obsessed with him or something. I don't know. But like Brittany's like, oh, I was so embarrassed, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, like, it's nasty behavior to women that your wife or your girlfriend works with yeah. And everybody in the world's watching you. And you're like, that's just some shit that I don't know. Hey, what the fuck is this problem? Like, literally. Like, are you a little bitch? That's what you are. You're a bitch boy. Only fucking bitch boys oh, she's talking about me on the Housewives show. The Housewives are talking about me. Dude, if they're talking about you, that means they fucking like you. Because if they didn't talk about you, that means they don't want you to have a storyline. That means that you're fucking irrelevant to them and you don't matter. So, in some aspects, they're giving Brittany a next season because, engaging with her at all, good or bad, is going to make sure that she has some kind of like something to do while she's there, at least she's not just sitting around. Like Maley, I don't know where that, yeah, he's Maley, we didn't see Maley at all. But if we think about it, there was no like anything with her, like nothing, nothing was controversial, or you know what I mean? Like nobody, whatever it was, I can't even think, did we have one show with her or one episode or two? But here comes the word. Hello.
Hey y'all, how's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you look amazing.
Oh, right on. I'm just in the sunshine at the freaking DMV.
Oh my God, you're at the DMV.
Woo. But I have an appointment. I'm just waiting for them to call number 11. I think they're on number 10 now. How are you today? I love the cat. Beautiful cat.
Oh my God, I've never seen a more gorgeous friggin' feral cat in my life. I'm like, George, like that is not a raccoon. I was like, no, it's an actual cat, and he's huge. So I did.
Would you consider getting rid of another cat to keep that cat?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
I feel like I can't.
If nobody takes him, are you gonna work him in?
Probably not into the house. But I probably stay outside with the 3 that like to be outside. But I feel like I'm starting to like, look like a I don't know what my house is starting to look like. I don't know. I have these cats running around the yard. I know all my neighbors know that I feed them and all that, and they're mostly mine, and they never leave the yard.
Well, how does Leon feel about it? Is he okay if you have another cat?
If it's not inside, he just feels like it's a lot of money.
Just passed out. Somebody just passed out in the
Oh, is that an ambulance?
yeah, the fire truck just got here. There was this old man here for his real ID, and he
Yeah.
fell out in the lobby and hit his head. And so they're in there. So I'm out here. I don't know if he fell out because I
Like
don't
on
know. I'm out here with air.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Bless his heart.
yeah, I'm not a hospital ambulance patient person. I don't. It
Yeah.
freaks me out. I get very like it makes me. Yeah.
It makes me feel journey.
Yes, and I feel like this reminds me of like I just bad times. Like I don't hospitals and just
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Yeah. For sure.
do you think Brittany's gonna come back?
I hope not. I'm just like Mary. I hope she's done. I hope we're done having to endure her lies. She doesn't
Yeah.
finish any sentences. She tries to spin factory everybody. And how dare she tell everybody she chose peeing over her kids and then turn around and blame Bronwyn for the last 3 months of something? That was such BS.
I
That
thought
was
that
such,
was
look,
very
you already said that you was busy hopping on peeing then instead of dealing with your daughters.
right.
And now you're going to get on the show and try to make it that it's her fault. No, you
Right.
made your choices, or so to speak. You made your beds and you lied in them, and they didn't have nothing to do with your daughters.
Like for real, and tried to say, "Oh, I don't have sex. We don't have sex. We don't have
Yeah,
sex.
the
Don't bring
lies
me
on
alcohol.
lies
No,
on
don't
lies.
bring me alcohol. People are going to see this. It's
Yeah,
like you're drunk and have sex like off cameras. What the fuck? Or on cameras? What the fuck do you mean? Like,
and
you
I'm
know?
sorry, but not even Donny Osmond has big dick energy. And
Yeah,
Jared, just because he's kind of tall and has a little savoir faire, I can see that with somebody with a micropene might need to date all the lash technicians in
yes,
Salt Lake City to make it like so he's really a playboy, you know? And if he's
yeah.
attacking people for telling
Very
the truth on his package,
yeah,
because she
and you
didn't
don't
even say it.
no, and you don't DM Mary. Like you don't DM people. Like you may say, "Hey, Mary, we're cool." Or I might maybe like leave you a comment, but you're straight DMing Mary. Oh, you're so amazing. You're a lovely woman, and we should hang out.
Oh,
And
they just called me. I'm going to go on
okay,
mute right now.
okay. um, yeah. So again, with this whole Braun, this Jared thing, I don't like him. I don't think he's a good guy. I'm finding out what he said to Bronwyn, not only because of what he does to Brittany, but that she's also on all these dating sites and stuff. Like I don't know what her deal is. Like she doesn't have to be with these men. Just because you're not with him, you don't have to date 10 others. You know what I mean? And again, like you said this, your daughters are back in your life. You've already choose peeing over them once. Why we're not going to go through this again. Like, let's not do that. Let's just forget about this guy. Let's not date 10 other guys in the meantime when you're broken up with them, just to say you can. And maybe just like focus on the relationship with your daughters. And if you want to get dick, then you get it from Jared. And you don't have to fuck a bunch of other people. Because that seems to be the problem. Like, he probably won't commit because you date all these other people. Like, every time you break up, you're like fucking 5 other people. And I don't want to say fucking, but like, I don't know. What's the point? I don't know. What is the point? Just going 1 or 2 days? I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. But, your daughters are watching you now. So, I mean, I would just maybe watch what you say over the show. Because again, you cannot blame Brittany or Bronwyn for something that they said or she said when something that you share with her. And I don't know, like having getting things back to the daughters, saying that Bronwyn had made sure something got back to your daughter. I don't know what that was all about, but I don't think you can't blame them. Yeah. There's no blaming other people for your daughters not speaking to you. And if they're speaking to you now, learn from it. Hopefully they're not mad that you tried to film her friends. Like it's just the things you did. I don't think your daughter would even do like recording your friends. They talked about that. And it's like, she keeps saying, oh, it was only 3 seconds. And it's like 14 seconds. And it's like, and again, you are saving it for later. The only reason that I would record these bitches is because they're absolutely batshit crazy and they lie. And I'd be like, no, you said, and if they always say, oh, I didn't say that, I didn't say that. Well, at least you'll have to play back. Even if there's a Bravo camera around, which in one instance it's like, why do you care? There's Bravo cameras here anyway, recording you anyway. But then the other instance is like, you're the friend, you're the weirdo that's doing it, and we don't even know you that well. Like you just got here, you don't even go here. So why are you recording me? And yeah. And that whole thing with Meredith, I do believe Meredith was throwing up. That I don't think is a lie. I think that she was throwing up. She said it's very distinctive, and I believe that I don't think she's I don't think she has a eating disorder, Meredith. I think that maybe I would thought maybe she was sick or something, like cancer sick. But then it's like, okay, because the whole crying to Seth, but, people get sick from drinking. Maybe she just was thrown up and that was it. But, and I think Brittany was trying to have a moment on camera, which is fine. Again, can't be mad at her for that because they all do it. But yeah, she looked, I don't like her hair. I don't know. But it looked better darker. When she was laughing and stuff, I don't know. And then they kind of like, they went to the scene, or they went to the commercial. And sometimes they even have her walk out, but when we came back, she was gone. So we didn't get to see her leave. I don't know what they said. I don't know if, I don't know if maybe they'll bring her back only because she might be able to replace somebody that's leaving if somebody leaves, which I don't know if any of them are leaving at this point because we couldn't get into the Finsta. Oh, the Alibaba stuff. We couldn't talk about that because Lisa, we had to admit that you brought it to the group, Lisa, when she was like, she's still doubling down. Whitney was doubling, well, up until now, was doubling down on the fact that they told the bloggers, it was Lisa that told the blogger, which was actually Dana Wilkie and not Adam. And Dana was the only one who's been getting Finsta messages, fake Insta from one of the housewives on the Salt Lake City cast again, for the 100th fucking time, about all of them. And pretty sure that it's Heather and Meredith. Actually, it was positive it's Heather or Meredith or both. And I wanted it to be exposed. We all did, but because Dana can't really, Dana wanted Lisa's tech people to reach out to her, and she was going to give them the Finsta name so we could like search it and try to find out who it is. But she still has it. She's not told anybody that. Maybe she'll give it to me now. I don't know. I want to background check it because I want to. If it is Heather and it is Meredith or something, I'm just mad because they got rid of Monica on the same thing. Right? That's my only point, is that you've been doing the same thing that you hate Monica for, and actually longer than Von Teese was even Von Teese, because this started before Von Teese was Von Teese. This Finsta has been messaging Dana for about 3 years, doing the same thing, and it's from a housewife because she's getting, the time that they're filming, Dana's getting real information why they're filming when we don't see that. We don't see it until it comes out. So during filming, she's speaking to them. She's speaking to Whitney. She's speaking to all of them. So she's getting this information,
right? And that's why the right couch always pipes up when anybody else tries to say anything, so nobody can tell what they've been talking to Dana about.
Exactly. And it's like Meredith, for them to want to drop it so quickly. Oh, okay, we talked about each other. We said the worst things about each other. Let's just move on. But it's like, no, we still have to figure out, like, you also blame Lisa for that account, saying you have the fake Finsta and nobody's bringing that again because we can't, because Dana won't give them permission to. But I don't blame her. But I'm not going to forget. I'm going to try to forget, like, I don't know. I'm going to try to figure out who it is in the meantime, because I don't think any of them are going anywhere at this point. But I think what I was going to say about Brittany is they might bring her back just because, who knows what's going to happen. Like, it's just another character that we can have that's there, because it's hard to find good people. It's hard to find good housewives. I mean, she's not bad. She's not horrible. Okay. So to find anybody that's half decent, like, they got rid of Monica for fuck's sake, and Monica's amazing. So, I mean, maybe just keep Brittany for now, just in case. But she's a backup. She can be a friend of, you know what I mean? Maylee didn't do anything, but so yeah, so I'm always mad. It's always the right couch that I don't like. And the left couch, I mean, Whitney, I can't, when she was going, oh, Lisa fucking, I would bring to Lisa fucking Barlow. That when she said that, I was like, oh God, like, your voice, I don't know, something about when she said that, I was just like, shut the fuck up. Whitney, you want to bury it? Like, you literally screamed at her, it was you. But hey, am I mad at them all making up? I don't know. Not really. I mean, again, so now we're actually going to go into the next season with no drama at all, which is, I don't know the last time that's actually happened. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Brittany, so yeah. And actually, Brittany also, Andy was talking about Brittany not being a true Mormon. But again, like we just said, like, you can't be mad at somebody for bringing you alcohol when you're drinking with them during the week. You're drinking at all times, drinking with them and talking about your sex life. So I think Angie's forgiven for that. In my eyes, she is anyway. And I don't blame Bronwyn for Brittany's daughter's not speaking to her for the second 6 months that they didn't speak to her. But yeah. So, and then I put Mary, and I said exactly what Mary said. I've been saying, why did you bring that up about her and Jared? That didn't have to be said about her having sex with Jared. You know what I mean? Because at this part, we're only hearing that she's dating people on whatever the dating sites are, right? Not sleeping with them. But, it didn't have to be said. And just because you weren't being honest with the ladies and you wanted to at that point because you were recording them, again, you're saying something that's like coming out of the closet. You could have thought of something else. You could have said, I lied about my shirt. I lied about what I wore yesterday. I lied about what I ate yesterday. I don't know. anything in a good faith truth, but that because you had it was a sympathy thing. And again, if they're not fighting with you, I guess they like, I don't know. If they're fighting with you, I guess they like you because they want you to stay. But again, it's like they'll keep her just because. I mean, and not because of the Osmond thing. You know, I think that she also keeps us on the hook with Osmond and her daughters because of the show. Because she wants them like, oh, if I have drama, they'll keep me. Because I didn't know that Andy was the fact that they were interviewing her for the show. And she said, you talked about your daughter's not talking to you the whole time. So it's like, I guess they based hiring her on that, thinking, again, we didn't dig into that at all. At all. I don't even know what Brady's house looks like. I don't think I know what her daughters look like. I don't know what her ex-husband looks like. You know, they didn't get too much. It was like the season's over, but we didn't get too much into Brittany's life except for Jared Osmond. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said about what show on Housewives the other day with Beverly Hills, it was finally an episode where they were actually talking about their own personal drama and issues instead of fighting with each other and being toxic. And that's why I'm like, okay, like that's what I want. And that's why I'm like, you know what? This was boring, but it wasn't toxic. So it's like kind of we have to make a decision. Do we want boring or do we want toxic? Or do we want conflict resolution like we have now and cotton candy drama? I want cotton candy drama. That's why conflict resolution. And you know, not fighting with each other, fighting with whoever in your life. Drama in your life. You know what I mean? And I found that the OG housewives have made their lives so they've been in this for so long and they know what they have to do to keep peace in their life, and they've made their lives so peaceful. And they've gotten rid of so many things, people, places, and things that their lives aren't really that are crazy anymore. You know what I mean? The OGs, because they know to eliminate anything that no longer serves you at this point. But yeah, I'm not reading the thing. Yeah, exactly. And like Lisa said too, Lisa's like, look, you can fuck with Lisa Barlow, but you fuck with John, Jack, or Henry, and that's it. You know. But all right. But anyway, so we have Brittany, and she leaves. But we don't see her leave, so I don't know. When we come back, we get into Lisa's stuff, right? So we have Andy starting to break down the Mexico trip. And again, the whole time in Mexico, the way Lisa was treating Whitney, we knew, or I figured that literally she knew that Whitney was doing this. She knew about the Finsta being blamed on her. Because again, in the very beginning, Whitney's trying to blame Lisa for that. She's like, you've been I'm sorry, the blogger person, and you made sure that the story got out, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if at this point, if they've even said, I don't know why that Dana didn't talk about this Finsta. They won't talk about it on the show because it's one of them. So the fact that they're not going, it's you, no, it's you. Think about it. Not one of them has blamed the other for this Finsta account. They didn't even bring it the fuck up. Because two of them, it's still, you know what I'm saying? And Lisa didn't bring up because I guess Lisa doesn't, I don't know why Lisa wouldn't want to get it. They probably told Lisa not to bring too much up about it because they didn't have Dana's permission to keep talking about it. I think that next season, we need to go in there and say, receipts, proof timelines with Heather, prove that it was her, and she can go because she doesn't, whatever, it is what it is. She didn't say shit. You notice that? Heather kept her fucking mouth shut. It's like she knew that people were catching on, of course, because she's actually the only one that didn't call Dana and say it's not me. Everybody else called Dana and said Lisa called Dana. Meredith called Dana. Whitney called Dana. Adam talked to Dana for Whitney first, and she wouldn't give out the Finsta name, or the Finsta, the Finsta account, which I never knew Finsta was fake Insta. But anyway, fake Insta that was messaging her. So again, I guess to keep it to the show, but like Lisa couldn't even talk about her fight. The way she was speaking to Whitney, like, fuck you, you fucking bitch, I'll fucking sue you. You're a fucking liar. Like, she knew all this was happening. But, you know, so anyway, so they're talking about Bronwyn and Lisa and how Bronwyn expected them to be better friends. And Lisa's like, you know, I wanted her to stay in the Beth Villa because she got hit by the dog, or about to get hit by the dog. And then they start talking about the dog bite again. And she finally actually told the story about how, you know, the dog was a foster and that the foster parent put it into the dog walk parks things. They have like an enclosed spot, right? So the dogs can run around. And he went to take a phone call. So he let a dog that had some kind of issues, like medical issues, and also a foster in the park part. And of course, I guess somehow bit her. And she said, I did all the wrong things. And of course, nobody's going to stop what's it called, stop, drop, and roll. Like when that's happening, I'm gonna flail around too. But anyway, she got bit pretty bad. We saw it. And then she said, look, nobody said that, you did this because your dog bit two other people. She took the dog that bit her and she got him medical treatment, got it fixed, found it at home. And I think that's amazing because, again, she could have just sued them and she didn't. She went anyway. Yes, anybody has a channel, please put it in the chat so you guys can subscribe to it. Or if you guys want to promote anything, Q, if you have anything, lives or anything tonight, you guys put the live links in there if you want. I'm going to schedule, before I go, I'm going to schedule the live for later. I'm going to try doing 2 every day, the days I'm here. So I'm going to talk about the latest Blake Lively stuff again. So I'll put that link in here. I also joined Restream. This is StreamYard still. I joined Restream, but the Restream doesn't have the there's one thing it doesn't have, but I figured out a way to add that thing to it. It's like special camera thing. So I might start using that. I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah. I know. And that's it. Like, she knows that, she has all rescues. So I think she has all rescues anyway. So anyway, so they talk about the Mexico trip a little bit. And, Lisa's like, I thought me and Angie's relationship was stronger. Bronwyn thought her and Lisa's relationship was stronger. Lisa's like, I just wanted to be a peacemaker at that dinner. But, with Angie and Meredith, but Angie's like, Angie's like, why did Meredith didn't take, Meredith could have, or at least like what am I trying to say? Lisa said, I was trying to talk to Angie for Meredith. I was trying to set that up, trying to talk to her about something, their friendship and whatever. And Angie's like, what do you mean? You don't need to speak up for her. She's like, she's a fucking lawyer. I'm a goddamn cosmetologist. Or I'm a hairdresser. I'm just a beauty school student. She's like, Meredith can take me out. She should be able to take me out, Yeah. But, she's like, after all, she is a lawyer, as she said, and I'm a beauty school student. And Lisa's like, I'm just trying to make my friends, I'm just trying to keep the peace. And, I was just really hurt after you shut me down. And, I was only trying to help. And, and like she said, like, I don't need your help. Like, she could have did it by herself. But Lisa's like, Bronwyn thinks that Lisa doesn't take their friendship seriously. And, that whole thing with Angie too, like Lisa's all of a sudden now she's like, she doesn't trust Angie. And the whole reason she doesn't trust Angie is, remember when Sean had said, I've heard you scream at my wife. Like, I've heard my wife on the phone, you physically abusing my wife over the phone. Lisa screaming at her. And she's like, I don't do that. And Angie's like, you know what? She did. She literally called me, and I knew it was about this whole situation. And Lisa wanted to see her DMs because she didn't trust her. And Lisa was losing her fucking mind. She's like, if you're my fucking friend, you'll show up. I'm like screaming at her. And that was what it was about. But they can't talk about that stuff because we don't have the storyline. Can't use the storyline, but it was about that because Lisa wanted to see her DMs between her and Whitney to see if it was her, her and Dana, to see if Lisa was or make sure Angie wasn't the Finsta account. And like, she's realizing that they're trying to get me fucking fired. Like, Lisa's like, oh my God, they don't like me at all. And they're trying to get me fired. And again, yeah, they are. They don't like Lisa. Well, she's the most hated one on the cast. They'd only, all right. So literally they said that she, we got the good time girl. That's why I believe that, Heather is doing that to Lisa because the good time girl comment, and she's always wanted to be Lisa, but then Lisa's been such a cunt to her that anyway, I think she's just a really, really mean girl. And I think Heather too, I think she learned that from Jen Shah. I think Jen Shah told her about it because Jen Shah had Von Teese, and I think she showed Heather how to do the same thing because it goes back just as long, or if not longer. So I think it started with Jen Shah, and I think then Von Teese became Von Teese because of all that. And Heather just kept going with it. So how dare you get rid of Monica and you're doing the same shit behind everybody's back. But we can't talk about it. But anyway, so then we have, talking about the whole thing at dinner, when the whole game they played at dinner, like, oh, let's tell each other the worst things we've ever said about each other, I believe was to get them all absolved of their wrongdoings of the Finsta, like in case it comes out, because it was starting to come out. Oh, of course, Heather's like, let's just tell everybody everything now, so that when it comes up, I can just say, hey, I told you everything I said. Like, but you did admit to the Finsta. And I don't think, literally when this was starting to, the Alibaba stuff was coming out last year, was it last year? Yeah, right before the summer. They had so Meredith and Heather had always been patrons of Dana's on Dana's Patreon. You can see the list of people. And the second that she started saying stuff about them, on the, like she's like, look, you know, I don't know who this fake Finsta is, blah, blah, blah. They both left her Patreon immediately. It's like, and again, I said, Lisa, they told everybody that Lisa did, or they told Dana that Lisa does coke. So it wouldn't be Lisa. Lisa wouldn't put that out there. Not even to say like, oh, like even just to throw you off. I don't think Lisa's going to do that. Especially fucking cocaine, you know. By the way, Carl was on Carl Hot Carl. So I went to interview for sobriety. He was on Nick File interview, and oh my god, I was excited, like low key jealous. So I don't have the balls to ask him to be and interview him. Sorry, I'm gonna. So it kind of I did hear him like I was listening to the interview, and he said he likes to interview. He'll do podcasts and stuff, but he doesn't want to speak merely just about the show. He wants to talk about his sobriety and stuff. I'm like, that's perfect. But I'm trying to get the balls to reach out to him or send an interview request, a formal request. So, but he said Nick Vile said he took him friggin' almost a year to get Carl on his show. But I don't know if that's because he was going through the stuff with what's her face. But I can't. Yeah, I don't think it at all either. I applaud her too. I thought it was amazing. And then people trying to spin it though. Oh, she did that because her dogs bit two Amazon drivers. Like, what in the world does that have to do? What does that have to do with that? It's like two separate instances. And it's like, she doesn't feel guilty. She's not doing it out of guilt. She's doing it because she loves animals. Like, one has nothing to do with the other. Anyway. So Brittany, oh yeah, Meredith also with Brittany, because it comes up with Meredith. I forgot to say this part. When she was saying that she was throwing up, she's like, I would never insinuate that I had an eating disorder. So Brittany's like, not only does she have an eating disorder, she also has sex with her husband or boyfriend. And Meredith would just kept saying, she's like, Meredith was doing her whole, you can leave. She looked at Brittany again. She's like, stop saying that. She's like, you're a liar. You're a liar. Because Brittany's like, I know what throwing up sounds like, and you were throwing up. And Meredith is like, again, the things I'm accused of. She's like, you're not well, or something like that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you friggin' old bag. Like, she's like a bag of bugles. She's a dusty bag of bugles, you know, Meredith. Like, we have Seth who works at, like, what's it called? Not Big Lots or something, and where you actually can find actual bugles. Like, of course, she's a dusty bag of bugles. That's what I'm calling her. She's just, I don't know. She's like that whole. Like, I don't actually believe that her and Seth are even. They're not residents of Salt Lake. She's like, we have a winter bungalow. We rent our winter bungalow because I'm here for 6 months out of the year, and our ski lodge, and then we rent our coastal home in Ohio. For coastal, they're by coastal. My coastal home, you know, at the beach when it's like fucking Ohio, like dead middle of fucking Ohio. Again, she's old, dusty, and gray, and she's an old bag of bugles. Okay. All right, curves. So, yeah. Again, oh, and then Jen Shaw, I told you, who was friends with Jen Shaw. Of course, Meredith admits to it. She's like, oh, this is the best part. Meredith talking about her fucking phone call with Jen Shaw. Jen Shaw calls her from prison, okay? And everybody's like, you talk to Jen Shaw? Okay. And it's like, okay, so he's like, wait a minute, you are mad at me for reaching out to Monica, our sworn enemy, and Jen Shaw has done the worst things to us. And Meredith's like, oh, but you can't forgive? People can't forgive and move on. She does this whole thing about forgiving and moving on, right? Well, why the fuck what about Monica? You can't forgive and move on from Monica? But you can forgive and move on from Jen Shaw, but Monica doesn't get a fucking pass, right? Monica doesn't get a forgiveness. It's like, do you hear yourself? Do you fucking hear yourself? You are literally the queen of literally moving the goalpost all the time. Every time somebody says sorry, it's like, you're still not, you got to bring it up again. Sorry wasn't good enough. But you're literally going to forgive Jen Shaw and give her a chance when this bitch is fucking a whole sworn ass criminal who punched Heather in the eye, allegedly. And you know this, Meredith. I mean, Heather. So Heather's sitting here like, Jen, you're friends with Jen Shaw. Like, okay, you're friends with Jen Shaw. Like, I literally told everybody she punched me in the face. Remember that? Even though that didn't really happen. So she was so afraid of her, she lied about it, perpetuated the lie that it was Jen Shaw for 2 years, and then says it was her. It was her because she was scared. But she was protecting her. And then she was scared to let it go because Jen's going to hurt her. They're like, oh, Jen can't hurt you anymore. Oh, I'm so scared. And then and Meredith is like, yes, I'm going to forgive her. You don't know how to forgive people. It's like, you're fucking out of your mind, bitch. You are out of your mother. You are Delulu, bitch. Shut you and your wife forgive everybody. Okay, Meredith, shut the fuck up. But why are you talking to Jen Shah? I don't get it. Like, she was the fucking literally Von Teese. Like, oh my god, it's like the torment in my brain that it just doesn't make sense. Like, Meredith, shut up. Just stop talking right now. Jen's being accountable for her actions and opposed to Monica. Monica, how was Monica not accountable? Monica came and said, I did this. Monica told everybody, literally told production she is Von Teese. They knew from the year before because Jen Shah told them. Jen Shah got a cease and desist and sent it to fucking Bravo and said, this is Monica, blah, blah, don't hire her. You know, I have this against her, blah, blah, blah. Legal letter sent to Bravo. She said, look, hire me for the show in season 5 or whatever, or 4. But, you know, I'm Von Teese. Remember, yeah, well, don't say anything. It's fine. You don't have to say anything about it. We won't even bring it up. Lying all the 8th housewife lying to Monica. And then the bitches fucking used it against her for receipts, proof, timelines, screenshots, everything. Fucking everything. It's like, now guess what, bitch? Now we have everything. Same thing with Break Lively. It's like receipts, proof, timelines, screenshots, fucking everything. Like, it's not like a he said, she said. It's like, here's what you said, and then here's what really happened, and here's the facts, you know? This is the same thing with Monica. Monica is not fucking anything. She did not do anything Jen Shah did. Jen Shah tried to get Monica to commit fraud, and she said no. She refused to pay her after she worked for her for months, and then she couldn't pay her lip fucking plumper bill. And they're like, oh my god, you have fucking $2,000. Heather takes her to court and actually has to pay her $30,000. It's like, Heather, like, you're such an awful person to do that too. A single mother who you got fired and you want to pay her, now she has to pay your $30,000 legal fees or fine. I don't know, something in addition to the $2,000 she owed her. Heather couldn't just write that $2,000 off for Monica, but you can't. But Meredith is supposed to forgive, right? Or Meredith's like, don't you like? You're gonna turn around to Heather and go, oh, you're gonna forgive? Like, she's gonna forgive Jen Shah? Are all y'all gonna forgive Jen Shah because Heather did it? I mean, because Meredith did it. Meredith has this whole, oh my god, you don't know how to forgive people. Like, what's wrong with you? Oh, just move on. And it's like, fucking remember that. You motherfucking remember that, Meredith. Remember you said all that. You know what I mean? And Whitney's like, this is crazy. Whitney's like, I don't understand. She's like, you don't like us talking to freaking Monica when I reached out to Monica to find out truth. And you guys got on my shit for that. But Jen went too far, dude. And Jen's not coming back for another year and a half, okay? I know. She's out of her mind. She has a list of what people said about her. She won't forget that. She literally refuses to forget all of it. She's got a list of things. She clocks what people are doing. She clocks like what they're saying about her. Like she said, she goes home and takes notes. Like, I don't even I can barely get notes for the show. Can you imagine trying to break down what everybody actually says all the time? And anyway, and Mary's like, Mary's right. Mary's the voice of reason. Jen does not deserve a second chance. Jen Shah went too far. Like, she didn't do things like tell somebody, tell people's spreading gossip or rumors. She legit stole from them, punched somebody in the face, cried about her dead aunt having hospital smell on her, but then the aunt with no legs, end up finding she stole from the aunt with no legs. She was committing fraud and include her, it took her money too. Jen Shah's a horrible person. She woke up on a daily basis, every single day. Think about it. You have to wake up every day. You have to look at your kids and your husband and make a decision on a daily basis to rob the fuck out of people, to go commit felonies when you are putting your entire future and your family, everybody at risk. And you make that decision on a daily basis every day and look at your kids and your husband in the eyes. That's a bad person. That's a horrible person. That's not a good person. Jen Shah's not a good person. And I really seriously doubt that those were so bad. Oof. I don't think that that nobody can Jen Shah. Nobody's like Jen Shah. You can't compare that to Jen Shah. Monica, like I said, worked for Jen Shah, and then Jen fucked her over and didn't pay her, and then says, "Oh, you need money? You want to put $6 million in your account?" Like, try to get her to do it too, like what she did to Stu Chains, Stubert Chains, Superman, Stubert Chains, who literally was just tested, just recently got his sentencing. I don't know what it is though. He got even more time than Jen for some reason. So, she tried to make a Stewart Chains out of Monica. Monica said no. So everybody calls her a fraudster. No, she just said no to the fraud. She said no to the person committing fraud that worked on the show. She was not a cast member at that point, but she still said no. But anyway, I don't know why Monica can't come back. Monica needs to go on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, where it's fresh, new. They actually live in Salt Lake or Park City or whatever. Whatever we have, but it is what it is. But Monica, she's still with her ex-husband too. I thought that they had broken up after she screwed her brother-in-law. That didn't even happen. He stayed with her, so she had a lot going on. And for some reason, these women are so freaking jealous of her. And she markets herself well. She's young enough that she knows TikTok, but she's not too young. You know what I mean? Like she was always putting her. Whatever. I miss Monica. I wonder what happened to her and the pod. Remember, she was doing a salty podcast with Adam, but Adam falls out with everybody, so I don't know if it was her or him. But I don't know. She had that podcast going. I don't know what's happening with that though. Oh, excuse me. That was the tea. Coffee. Actually, it's latte. Actually, it's cappuccino. Yeah. So I mean, I guess we're on the third episode. So the third part. So this was, like I said, it was pretty boring, but like we didn't really. I guess we did resolve the Heather and Whitney thing in the very beginning, did we? I guess. I don't know. They all decide to take accountability for whatever the fuck they said in Mexico. Yeah. Lisa says Whitney. Oh, yeah. So the whole thing with Mary says that Brittany shouldn't come back. We shouldn't forgive Jen Shaw. She's right. And then, of course, they're trying to get Lisa to take accountability for something, and she refuses to. And she's like, just because everybody else forgives it. She's like, well, we all forgave each other. We were just to bury it. And that was the whole point. Lisa's like, I don't have to forgive everybody. But when they played that game in Mexico, it was supposed to be able to burn everything. But like I said, it was just to get out of, to absolve them of what they were doing for the fence. But whatever the whole case is, the whole cast. Hey, Erin. Everybody subscribe to Smiling with Erin. Why did Meredith get so? Because she's I don't know. I really don't. It's too much. It was weird. It's like, again, that's what you're mad about. Like she said that you were throwing up. All she was trying to do was have a moment on camera. And again, Meredith, just take it, because if you're getting stupid, you're playing stupid games, get stupid prizes. So, but just play the game, because that makes you relevant. Okay. Like, at least it's something. It's better than nothing. Because throwing up is the worst thing. I mean, literally, what did Lisa say about you? Lisa said way worse about you. Hot mic moment. So all Brittany did was say that you were throwing up and crying and asked you if you were okay in front of everybody, because, again, you get makes a moment. So, and it's going to be iconic. Oh, not iconic, but you're always going to move the goalpost. Like I said, it's like you're not going to forgive her the first 3 times or 4 times she said she was sorry. Keep bringing it the fuck up again. And saying weird shit about it, like Meredith. I was not throwing up. You can leave. It's like, she's on the reunion couch. You can leave. Who was next to Andy? Was it Lisa? It was Lisa, right? Okay. He's a little bitch boy too. He really fucking is. Like, he's such a. I can't stand his little He wants to screw Jared. It's obvious, but. Allegedly, let me just put my banner up because I'm in trouble. Allegedly wants to fuck Jared. Yeah, and then of course, like Lisa's like, Whitney, you said the worst shit about me, but or I'm sorry, Angie said the worst thing was whatever the circle jerk. When was the circle jerk? I think it was them. So she's like, again, you bring it back to her with her family, and she's like, I'm one of 6 kids. You're like, I've always had to protect myself, and I just get triggered, of course, when you talk about, like me, you talk about my husband and my kid, and or my family. Like, you can fuck with me all you want. I'm used to it, but like, don't come for my family. I will fucking cut your throat, or my husband, or my cats, or my family. I will cut your fucking throat. Hi.
Okay, so I'm still waiting for something. Watch her come right over here as soon as you come on. No,
what do you got?
I have to get my car inspected. At the DMV. So yeah, so I've been like in and out, over here, over there.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Waiting on her. Anyway, thank you. I just twisted the front of my hair.
Love your I like
put on some lipstick. These glasses are from.
I love them.
Oh my God, they're pre-tariffs because I got them from Temu, and I got like 5 pair for like $3 on Temu. But now they would cost like $55 with the tariff charge.
Oh my God! Is that going to? Wait a minute. That's going to affect my Temu?
They stopped all the incoming people who have Shein and Temu orders on the way. Instead of getting their delivery, they're getting bills talking about you need to pay this tariff. Oh, look, see, he just got here. Sorry. All right. I'll call you back. Peace.
That's okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Tell lady she's live. Large text deal. But yeah, anyway, Lisa points out that how it was super hurtful. And Whitney's like, I don't think it's fair. Like, you always, everybody takes accountability but Lisa. And then, they end with a group hug. Lisa's like, we're going to have disagreements and blah, blah, blah. And like, so Andy does this thing with these final moment things, right? Do I get through everything? Mara says Brittany down. Yeah, look, we have a lot of Brittany over here. My notes. Why have so much of Brittany? This episode was in it. It was a closer, the disagreements. Yeah. So they end with like a, hey, Powder Girl. I know. Doesn't Audrey look beautiful? I love it too. The DMV. Oh God. George just had to get our Jeep inspected too just recently. Oh my God. We didn't even realize it. Our inspection sticker was a year past due. We totally didn't even, like, we just kept driving. Like, we weren't paying attention to it. Like, we were paying our registration and everything else. But I'm like, our sticker's bad. Holy shit. It was like a whole year. It's weird. I don't even think we should have them anymore. What is an inspection sticker for anyway? Like, I don't get it. What the fuck do you need it into? Like, at this point, they only do it for the lights and stuff. It's like, if my lights don't work, I'll get a ticket, but yeah. And it's crazy. Nobody pulls them over. It's like, it was weird. And it was like, literally, it was like the month of but it was the month of the year prior. And I guess we must have looked at it and thought, but anyway, Lauren, I knew you were going to love the cat. It's an issue. I don't know what to do. Because I think he looks like, if he's not somebody's cat, he looks very comfortable already. And if you guys haven't, my outside DMV, I'll show you the gazebo thing. It's inside because I have the curtains up and the screen, and I have it like closed in. And it's all my couches in there, well, like, outside couches. And I have like those tents, those kitty cat tents, like they look like playpens or like plaque and plays. I have 2 of them where they sleep, and I have all these heating blankets. I have 2 electric blankets. And it's also, so I had that for Eloise and then whoever her boyfriend is. But I noticed it's like, and I also have 3 cat beds out there too. And a heater. So it's like, I kind of set it up for the cats and food. So I can't really complain when they're all coming hanging out here. And they're safe because they're like, they stay inside the gates, hopefully. Like, I think Eloise has only left 2 times in the last year. She comes in and out. Now she comes inside, she comes in, she goes out. And, she's been playing in the yard, so I'll take a video of them running around the yard. Like I told you, it's like a cat fucking orgy over here because all the cats are in heat. These ones are having sex over here, but so like Sterling's in heat. She has sex with freaking Mr. Man. Hey, babe. Oh, I was gonna say, do you want to come up? You have the flu again, babe. Ugh. You got to get better. It's 2025. We got a lot of events coming up that we have to go to. We got to start looking at the calendar, and maybe we should promise like this weekend or something. We got to get on a video call and get your stuff set up. Erin, make sure you put your stuff in there. I got your text message. We'll have to talk later, Erin. We get caught up because we need to have a meeting. We need to have a friend meeting. All of us. We need to have a group meeting. But I know. Have you been taking? You make sure it's not like your vitamin. Like maybe you need some vitamin D or something. Maybe you need something for your immune system. But yeah, guys, it's a fucking cat orgy over here. And Sterling, when she's in heat, she sings. She sounds adorable, but she sings. So I have Mr. Man, or not, I have Tomcat outside, Uncle Tom, I call him. He's out sitting on top of the fence in the back. So he's like all the way high up in the back part of the fence. And he's like crying. He's like, nah. He's looking for Eloise because I guess she went out for a little bit. She like left for a little bit. He's crying for it. And like, I guess he's doing because he's in heat. He's doing that. And I got Sterling running our house singing her stuff. And, she has sex with Mr. Man, but they're all fixed. Inside cats are fixed. They have those tips. You know the tips? I don't know if you know about the tips. They do catch and release here. And my cats have all been, they're feral from outside. So, yeah, they're all fixed. So, actually, Sterling's not, but all the other ones are. So, Mr. Man basically can't get anybody pregnant. And Eloise is tipped as well, so she can't get pregnant. And I can tell that Mr. Tom and the other, the Siamese that showed up today are definitely men because they're huge. But anyway, I'm about to take one of them. If nobody claims this guy, I might take him and Tom to my parents because my parents have a huge, like 3 times the size of mine, my dad's house now, and the dogs, and they have a fenced-in yard. I really think that they would be able to stay there because I just can't afford to I don't want to send them away and not feed them. Like if they're comfortable here, the best I could probably do is just take them into my parents' house, which is the next town over. And they're literally right on the water too. So they're like on the water, across the street from the water. It's like And I don't know. I just feel like I can't have they do catch rates. I can't just not feed. I don't know. I have a hard time like sending them away. And if I see 5 cats out there, I'll feed them. I mean, not all of them stay here, but I mean, Eloise is the one who has been here for the longest, and I've been trying to let her in and out for 2 years now. And this is the first year she's been able. She actually was let me pet her. Like she wouldn't let me pet her or come near me for about 1.5 years. So now she comes in and she goes out, but I can't afford to keep doing this. So like I just can't. You guys have no idea how expensive fucking cat food is. And I'm not mentioning the litter because I have 4 litter boxes. Okay, so just saying, I told my first Karen ACU next Tuesday. I didn't really. Okay, yeah, like yeah, Karens. I know what a Karen is now. For the longest time, I didn't know what a Karen was. I couldn't figure out what a Karen was. I knew kind of what it was about, but I was like, oh my god. I saw. Oh, Sonia Morgan. I saw her do. Oh, she's doing a show twice. Oh, about you. Oh, I just saw her on. She was on some on her that podcast, her that channel, podcast people that do Teresa's podcast. Her that media, the one with Vicky. She was on. I was watching her, and like I told you before, like with Sonia, I just feel like her. I don't know. I would go to her show, but I hope she's okay with drinking and stuff. But yeah, I was worried about her getting naked and stuff. I didn't like how Bravo kept the camera on her when she was naked on the Ultimate Girls trip. I don't like how they were, and then showing us. They kept the camera straight on her naked body more than once. And as she was swimming, and plus she's drinking and getting naked at restaurants, and it's not, yeah. Or like the neighbor that calls the head of the patrol, the neighbor patrol people, like those people. I wish Large would come back up so I could take a pee break. All right, so yeah, so the end. So Andy has a good idea. He ends with everybody saying nice things, one nice thing to each other, or something like that, which actually worked out well. And it was nice to hear because they were all they were impactful, I guess, and I guess their mission's accomplished. They want them all to be able to, the reunions are supposed for them to resolve the resolution, resolve everything, the conflict that they have, so they can move into the next season and start over. And why don't we start with next season, guys? If you're listening to me, slowly, let's not go after each other. Let's not do the Teresa, housewife book. Teresa is stuck in 2013. We don't fuck each other over, okay? We like to see the new, fresh, everybody gets along. You have drama in your own life, and you got shit going on in your own life. That's, we have Mary and her son. We have Brittany and her situation. We have Monica and her situation. We have Heather. We don't know shit about these people. And I don't care if you don't live in Salt Lake and you're renting a house. I'm not that interested in what's going on in your fake house, Meredith, but your husband's not here. It's like, we don't know what you guys are doing besides they make each other. And this is the fucking 8th housewife's fault too. Forcing them to hang out, making up things for them to do. So they start to eat or whatever, and they drink, and you give them a game to play. The infamous, I'm going to call it the 8th housewife. It's the showrunner games, right? They should put out, actually, Bravo should put a game thing out with all the stupid games that they play with the housewives. They give them to play. Like who would be thrown off the wagon first, and like anything to make them fight so the producers get content so they can stop filming and go home. Because they'll sit with them all day long sometimes and get nothing. But it's like now the OGs have it where they don't have anything in their life that no longer serves them, so they're not going to have a bunch of bullshit going on in their lives. They're over it. They've been on the show long enough. They know, So I'm interested in to see what Gretchen and Slade, because I've been making fun of like everybody else calling people Slade. Like we call John Jansen Slade 2.0. I'm so funny that Slade's going to be back on our TVs again. Yeah. Yeah. She was talking about it again today. Like, I always said this with Sonia. Like I liked Sonia on Roni, right? But Sonia seems to have had such a downfall when her husband, she says my husband died. She acts like her husband passed away. The Morgan guy left her, okay, for somebody else, I'm pretty sure. She says, when I lost my husband, she gets that. So she's high society, that happens, and she's all the way down the low, right? So then she doesn't have her name anymore. She doesn't have that, the wife of a whatever. So then the housewives come and she's back up again, she's getting all the praise and she's back high society and she's looked at again as somebody's like a New York, socialite. That happens again. And then of course, after 5 or 6 years go by, of course it turns on you. We turn on you sometimes. And we start to see the cracks in your life, and then we go shit on you. And then you get that fucking, and then Sonia is like, I think 2, and she talks like she just wants to be back on the Housewives again. I don't. I mean, no, I don't like. I think people like Sonia. I don't like. I'm worried about her. You will, Erin. I'm worried about her. But I don't think that it's good for her to get naked and drink on TV. I think that the Housewives show is not good for her any longer because she was getting naked a lot and just drinking and not, stomping on tables and breaking them, like dancing on tables and breaking, you know what I mean? And the fact that she was walking around with no bra and underwear in this outfit that she would take off at a restaurant, and Bravo was filming it, and they kept the cameras on. I just thought it's just Bravo. Like, what the fuck are you doing? First of all, it's weird. We don't want to see it. Second of all, why are you like, somebody talk to her, please? I mean, and then apparently, I'm not going to say it, but somebody we know was hanging out with them when they were filming Crappy Lake. And there's a lot. She's the reason they're not having the show again. But there's some things that happen, and she didn't even have to tell me. I heard some of pasta going on, and extreme, and like orgies, basically orgies, and a lot of sex and drugs, and like not Luann. So you didn't hear that from me. It's all alleged, but it was more than just her drinking, and it worries me. Like, it is what it is. She's her show, I guess, and it's good for her. Hi,
Hi.
how are you? Yeah.
I miss you.
Is that your studio space?
Yes, I still have your sign to get up.
I know. Like, I want to see the sign. I'm excited. I want to see your sign. The sign I got you.
Oh,
hi.
Hey.
How are you?
How's it going?
Good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, I was thinking. What do you think about it, Erin? Did you watch the episode, the last reunion part 3?
Oh yeah, I watched. That's why I'm like, I've been watching the whole Real Housewives of Salt Lake. I thought it was one of their best seasons.
I agree.
I really did. I was surprised Meredith openly admitted she talks to Jen Shaw. I don't know if I would have admitted that on public TV, but
I mean, especially in her excuses. What did you think about her excuse and her giving all this grace to Jen Shaw? But
well, now to be fair, from the other side, Jen Shaw is paying her for the consequences, so she is paying her debt to society, as they say.
No choice.
So,
okay.
Yes, this is Erin D. So she is paying her debt to society, so that is true. But does that mean that we have to forgive her? It's really up to each person. So I did think that she made a valid point that she is paying her debt to society. She is paying back money that was due, forced by the courts. But there are two sides to it. So I thought those facts were correct.
How do you pay restitution while you're in jail? I mean, you don't get a lot of money for making license plates, do you?
They consider that restitution, unfortunately. I don't know how.
No, she is paying back money.
Then you saw how Meredith tried to play like she already did her time. No, she's still serving her time that Mary had to remind her.
And she's been calling Heather and threatening to punch her in the face when she gets out of jail. For real. I mean, she's getting out for another 3 years, so.
I think that Meredith giving grace to Jen, I'm not sure what the plot is with, because Meredith is very plotted, you guys. She's very plotted and maniacal, actually, because even like how she hung up with Mary when nobody else really would, that was all for a reason. That wasn't because she's kind in her heart and loves Mary. It's because she needed to hang out with somebody, knows Mary rubbed the wrong way. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was because it was on her heart to do. So whatever's going on with Jen, I feel like there's some type of planning going on or something. But as a lawyer, isn't she a whole lawyer?
Yeah.
So this lawyer, entire lawyer, was defamed and libeled by a felon. She smeared her children. She pleaded innocent until she could no longer do it. And this lawyer is okay with just being like, oh, la, 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 everything's fine now, nothing to see here. But she's burning Sean and Angie every chance she gets.
And Monica.
And Angie and Monica, you're right. Every chance she gets. So it just feels duplicitous. It doesn't feel authentic. And I feel it puts a glaring light on whom Meredith really is and has been. And no wonder she can forgive Lisa for her hot mic moment.
Yeah.
And else is because in her heart, she and Lisa are exactly the same.
And the fact that like when they were screaming at Meredith, that was thinking that she was the Von Teese, it was you. We know it was you. It's like they knew she did some kind of fake. They had to have, they were convinced that it was her because they know that she has that fake account with Heather. With her, I'm pretty sure of it that it's Heather and Meredith. So it's like not only is she doing Von Teese stuff, we're gonna just call it Von Finsta, her and Heather. It's like, oh, now you're forgiving Jen Shaw for doing this, it's like, no wonder you forgive her because you know that you're doing the same thing. And it's like, but Monica,
exactly.
So how convenient for you to absolve you of all the things you say about people, absolve you of all that because, oh, now you're burning it, you're admitting it and burning it. So then why don't we just forgive everybody then? You know what I mean? Let's go into next season with like how they're all like, which I'm happy about. I was happy with the ending because we never get that. We never get them to say nice things about each other. And if we're going to watch a show and you're going to have to be there, I guess I'm going to have to just go along to get along. Like, okay, like this is what I want though. I don't want them fighting with each other. I want toxic in their own life. Like that's what it used to be, not them. They've got it to the point where they have to fight with each other and fuck each other over. And that just, you lose people that way. Like you lose, and then you have like, you have to pick sides and the war just keeps on going. Like, it's like, they can't do the fucked up shit to each other. Like they can't do the Teresa shit because we're run out of cat. Like, because by this time they have to force them to hang out because they've done such toxic shit to each other by the OG seasons come, they're forced to hang out. They make fucked up shit for them to do and then play stupid fucking games. Oh, who would you throw off the bus? And like, so they get them to fight because, they can't.
About Lisa flat out saying that she doesn't gonna do what everybody else does. She's her own person. But the plan was for everybody to do the same thing so you guys can move forward on an ensemble cast without all this freaking toxicity. You know what I mean?
Yep. And it's like I think they're, well, at least Andy wants them. Andy, I believe, always wants them to leave the reunions fresh and start it like all forgiving each other.
Like
and
that
right.
She was almost on the list.
Yeah. And it's again, like I'm not mad at it because again, what do I want? I complain when it's toxic. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not complaining when it's like this because if we have to deal with them, at least actually seeing them say nice things about each other, I actually believe that what they were saying. Like, I actually believe they do feel those nice things. Like, whatever they were saying, I can't remember. I have it written down. It was, I mean, no matter what, I do believe them when they say that, but I just feel like they know that they have to watch their back from each other because they can't trust any of them. They're telling, for Christ's sakes, Meredith and Heather are telling Dana that Lisa does coke. You know what I mean? So, like,
oh my God.
She's doing Von Teese shit. Not any longer. She stopped doing it when she got called out from, Dana's like, I know it's you. And that was it. But like the fact that they're saying shit like that, it's like, oh, wait, but we love and forgive each other. That's the worst thing we've ever said. Let's burn it. Lisa and Whitney. Lisa fucking Barlow. I'm like, oh God. Like, are you about to like shoot an arrow at her? What are you doing? She was like, what the fuck are you doing, Whitney? So performative. Like, chill, dude. Like, it's like early. I can't, be quiet.
Meredith even had people at that burn thing. Did Meredith even share her phone or read the phone?
No, she did say in our interview that she did say her thing, but I guess they didn't show it. Yeah, but I don't know what her thing was. What was it? Do you remember, Erin? Did they show it at all?
No, I don't remember Meredith sharing anything. I mean, I remember her forgiving something.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Lisa Barlow has put her stuff on a different pedestal than all the other women, and like, I don't understand it. Then why are you even on the show? If you're not going to play with them and play by the rules, then why are you showing up at all?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you're not special. You did not, you don't get to get out of playing nice. Like, and she's got to realize that she has to at least pretend to like everybody else. Because Andy's looking for that at the end of the reunions. He's looking for everybody to freaking take accountability or do what you have to do so we can move on. I don't have to find more housewives because they don't kill people.
Lisa has said horrible stuff about other people's marriages and their whole situation. Yeah. And for her to be like, oh, if you ever say anything about me, then I'll never talk to you again. You're burned. Yeah. You're burned. I'm like, Oh my gosh, it is a whole different standard. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really does think that she's like she doesn't have to play. She doesn't play games. That, and I think that like I get that Whitney has all Whitney has on her is you told the group about it. Like she knows that it wasn't Lisa doing all hold that stuff. So it's like you can't really, it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? She actually didn't tell. Are you guys there? Am I there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're.
Yeah.
Can you see me? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I have that. Oh, okay. I see like a thing turning. Okay. Oh my God, what's going on here?
I think you're frozen, but we can hear you fine.
Oh, good. Okay. So yeah, Whitney, all she kept saying, well, in the beginning, she was saying that she was doing all that stuff. Lisa was telling us and everybody, but then she's like, you brought it to the group. Her and Meredith both said, I think Meredith said to Heather or somebody, like, did you see that stuff about Whitney and Allie, Whitney's stuff? I don't know if it was Meredith and Heather that first said it. And then she blamed Lisa for talking about it. But it was Meredith and Heather that actually brought it up first and said, did you see that stuff that's coming out about Whitney? And, about buying the wholesale, whatever. So, like, literally, I don't think Lisa said anything about it, did she? I don't think Lisa ever said anything about it. So at this point, she starts yelling at her about bringing it to everybody else. And then it ends with bringing it to the group. And actually, Lisa didn't say it to anybody at all, actually. I don't know what's happening. I can't see. Oh. You see the avatar person? Oh yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. So yeah, Whitney she changed the whole thing. By the time we got to the reunion, it was Lisa bringing it to the group. But all season she's screaming that Adam told her that it was everything that told her about that. You came to me about Alibaba. You're the fake Finsta. Blah 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 blah. I know it's you, Lisa. But she had to end with, "Oh, you brought it to the group." So literally nobody could call it out to her because the storyline wasn't making sense. They didn't have Dana's permission to use the clips, which again, I don't know why they needed Dana's clips anyway. They could have just said Dana Wilkie, blah, blah, blah. Showed maybe a couple, shots of like maybe her thumbnail. It says Whitney's something. Because Dana has a lot. First of all, she was talking to Whitney during this whole time, back and forth. And she also has a lot of fucking shit. Like she did a lot of stories about Whitney, about how, and like breaking down how fake she is and how everything about her, how her businesses are this or that. Dana brought up all the stuff about her. What's it called when you hire a bunch of people, then they hire people, then they hire people. What's it called? The pyramid scheme or whatever, or MLMs. Her things are MLMs, and that and then the whole Alibaba thing. That's where she got it from a blogger that brought it, which I'm assuming is the Finsta brought it to Dana. So she said, like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that Whitney. There's a lot of shit that's surrounding her. She literally, and then trying to say, "Oh, Justin and I are having problems," like that whole thing. It's like, no, you weren't. Like you knew you weren't. And this shit that she did with Heather, you exploited my what her pussy? Did she say pussy? Whatever she said, you exploited my vagina in your book. Like all that stuff. Why am I not seeing myself? What is going on here? So yeah, I don't know. At this point, like I said, I'm not mad at it. So like they if this is what they have to do, then fine. But I feel like I hope we're not setting up for Jen Shaw to come back because I don't even know why that had to even be brought up. I guess even talking to what and Whitney could have. I mean, Meredith could have literally left it as she called me. What was I supposed to do? And not saying anything else after that. You didn't have to say, "Oh, I forgive her," and blah blah blah. Like this whole montage.
She didn't say she forgives her.
She didn't.
Fair. She said she paid her debt to society, which is still wrong because she's paying her debt. She didn't fully pay her debt. And right. I mean, to be fair, Coach is paying the other portions with work. The debt that he's doing, Coach is actually paying the financial part of her debt by selling their assets and such. Right. So
Coach and her mother, didn't her mom give her
allegedly?
Yep.
Can I take a pee break? Can you guys get this for a minute?
Sure.
Thank you. All right, guys, I'm taking a pee break. I'll be right back. Let my other co-host get you for a second.
What do you think of that, Larja, about the chance of seeing Jen Shaw back on our screens?
Sorry, I was on mute. TMZ about what?
What do you think of the chances? Because I think Bravo is setting it up by showing that Meredith part of the reunion. Do you think Bravo is setting it up so someday they can bring back Jen Shaw?
Oh, loves a con and a anybody with an arrest record, a con, a case pending for stealing burn victims' money or for freaking stealing money from your grandma. They love it. I bet they give her a freaking spinoff.
Yeah. No, I think they're going to bring her back to this show. I don't think they're going to give her a spinoff. I think she's coming back to Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
Yeah, or that. But my point is that Bravo loves a con. They love a good con. They love to behave. They'll reward somebody who went to federal prison without talking to Nene Leakes. That's how Bravo runs.
It is interesting because, I mean, you've been seeing their Nene Leakes now did sue Bravo and Jen Shaw did not. So, I mean, and Nene
She
told
sued her for a valid
no uncertain terms to keep her name out of his mouth. So that's exactly what Andy's doing. So that's so hard because I love Nene
Leakes. You're an employee.
I'll watch her on anything.
But when you're an employee, you get to sue your employer for having a hostile work environment and for being discriminatory and having racist leaning tendencies.
I agree with her lawsuit. The lawsuit is one thing. That's, I think, is separate. The lawsuit I agree with, and I love Nene Leakes. There's nothing wrong with that. But and now Nene Leakes has kind of made it clear that maybe she would come back. But how can she come back if Andy Cohen can't say her name?
All I know is that
I like the countdown. That's pretty big.
Number.
Get out of here.
About you, lawyer, is they've been and so that always about certain things.
What the hell?
And unfortunately, the line got to move because Vicky, I think, sued Bravo twice, not just once. And they still deal with her. She was just on the season last season. And she's had 2 lawsuits against Bravo.
You guys talking about Nene?
Yeah, because how do I feel? Do I think that Jen, Bravo's going to make space for Jen back on the show? And I was like, oh, Bravo loves a freaking con and a criminal. They'll probably, of course, they'll make room for her. They have room for Teresa. They fired Jennifer Aiden instead of a woman who went to the pen.
Yep. I mean, I don't think that I don't know. I don't think that Nene wants to go back to Bravo, but I feel like everybody else they could bring her back. They should. Everybody else that they've had issues with, they've given everybody second chances, which I don't call it second chances. I call it bullshit. But I don't know. I think that Jen Shaw is not welcome back at Bravo. I don't think they are going to bring her back. I just feel like they might use her name as a storyline still, which is ridiculous that we're still talking about Jen fucking Shaw. Like, she hasn't been there in 3 years and we're still talking about her, So I don't know. I feel like
how many has it been?
She hasn't been. This is her second season without her.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and Monica was supposed to be on season 3, but she because of Jen Shaw said, I know Jen Shaw was still there, and she said, she's Von Teese, blah blah blah, and showed Bravo, gave them the cease and desist, and then they waited for Jen to go to jail, and then they hired her. It was like a big fuck you to Jen for Angie and Monica, I believe, to come back.
And then fired her and pretended they didn't know she was Von Teese.
Exactly.
See how dirty Bravo is? That's some dirty shit.
They are. Well, the showrunners
Britt up there, they shouldn't even let Britt sit on the couch. She didn't add anything but confusion and community peen energy.
Community peen, I know. She was trying. I just feel like she could not get the Housewives handbook right. Like, she was doing the things, but she was doing them wrong. She just was not being. She was the wrong kind of messy. She was the wrong kind of honest. She was the wrong kind of girl. Like, it wasn't landing right. She told the whole world how she dates 1 million men, but then cried that she's having sex with, admit, I'm coming out of the closet. And I get it. If they're talking with you and fighting with you, then they obviously want you on the show with them, because if not, they just ignore you like they did Mealy. So they must have seen something, these girls. They know by now that if you want somebody to stay, just engage with them, good or bad. Think about it. I mean, as much if she was weird, I think that her things were strange. But you know, I think that there's a lot of things going on with these women that we could dig into with their lives. We don't have to fight each other. You know, Brittany, we don't even know what Brittany's house looks like. We know nothing about her life except for what she, you know, her daughters and stuff. You know, a lot of them women we can get, like Meredith. What the fuck do you do during the week? I want to see what you do in Ohio. Like, we can see, what do you do in Seth? Do you play like stupid sex games on the weekend? Do you guys like chase each other around the yard? Like, you know, what do you guys do when you're not or you know, when you're not with the other women? Like, what at least enjoy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we like stuck on them fighting each other? And I feel like we got stuck in that bullshit. And Teresa, that's what Teresa shit. That's the shit Teresa's used to. We're not stuck in, you know, it's not Housewives 2013 anymore. It's not cute to be toxic to each other. You can be toxic in real life, but not to each other. That we don't want to see that. At least I don't anyway. I was like, I don't know what I want. Do I want to be criminals? No, because that makes me mad. Like, do I want them to fight each other? No, because that makes me mad. I'm like, I just want them to do what they're doing now. Like, I would love them to be really cool with each other, like use each other as an outlet as girls, you know what I mean? Like something to get, like a getaways. I don't know, like I don't know, rally around each other like they do in Miami. That kind of friendships. Like, even if they're not real friends in real life, or like, you know, by now they're toxic, but it's like when Jen Shaw got arrested, actually, I don't know, was she first? No. Teresa, we were kind of like, oh my God, oh, she's going to jail. I never knew anybody went to jail before. And then I got used to Teresa's stupid little mortgage fraud she says that she didn't do. And then it was like, that was a big deal. But then when Jen Shaw and Erica's shit came, we're like, holy shit, these people are crazy. Like, who goes on like reality TV? Like, I still don't know the psychology behind that at all, especially Jen Shaw. Like, I don't understand you. You did everything wrong. Like, as a fucking criminal, you did all the wrong things, girlfriend. And it's like, I don't know the psychology. Why the fuck would ever? I just don't understand. You throw yourself in front of the camera when you're committing fraud. When I was doing that shit, I had the wrong social. They didn't even know I existed. I wasn't even existing according to the government. I didn't know me. They did not know who I was, my social. I had everything. I was completely hidden from them. I would have never fucking put myself out there like that. And when I got caught, I just said, okay, yeah, you know what I mean? That was it. Like, I did it. That's it. So I'm not going to embarrass myself. I go to trial, still owe them money, but like, I don't know why you would ever put yourself on reality TV. I don't understand that. It's like, you want to get caught. So I don't feel bad for Jen. I never will. And I don't. And it made me angry, actually, like angry when she was on there. So I'm like, stop saying you're not guilty, bitch. Stop it. Like, stop it. But, yeah, it was okay. You know, it's not boring. It's just, we got to stay like this. Like, we can't be fighting each other. I hope that Alex Baskin hears this, because when you have them getting along, it's actually nice. And like, I can, you know, them going on trips together and actually, you know, maybe a little bit of cotton candy drama, but I want to know what's going on in their lives. Remember, like Matt and Gina Keogh, remember in like them seasons when, you know, Tamara Barney first came on the scene, you know, they used to have like all these parties and like get along with each other. I don't know. We used to see a lot more than what we see now. It's like now they keep themselves in a bubble and they're forced to fight with each other and we can't see what's going on in their lives. Like, I don't know. It was nice to have John Barlow and Sean have a backbone, but having the husbands involved a lot more this season, you know, on the trips, that was nice to have Todd and all. I keep up with the show. Yeah, I know. I'm so glad that you're in there with me too, Lauren, because you understand that. Like, she brings a little bit more. Like, Dana knows a lot of stuff that she'll tell us, and I know some people don't agree with me, but she usually has receipts, or she'll say where she found her information from, and I think everybody should subscribe to Dana's Patreon. It's only $6.99 for the first tier. And it's always linked in my description all the time, Dana Wilkie. And I'm trying to get her to do a show with me every once in a while, like every couple of weeks, maybe 6 weeks, and then bring the hottest tea that she has. Then we'll talk about it that week or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to do another live with her. I'm not happy with the first one. I was too nervous. But anyway, I do have high body count hair, don't I? Definitely have high body count hair going on today. I don't know where Aaron and Large went, but an hour and 29 minutes. I'm going to come back and do the news, whatever, the Justin and whatever's going on with the Justin and Blake and Ryan of it all, because every day something new comes out and it's just more wild, and I just can't believe how fucking delusional it is. And I really wish I could have somebody that doesn't agree with, like, somebody that's Team Blake come up on the panel and just explain to me what are you saying that not the rest of the world isn't? Like, what do you see? Because I don't understand it. It's so high cotty. Oh, me too, Lauren. Oh, I love that you do that. I do $15 too. Yeah, and I actually canceled a lot. I canceled Kim D's Patreon. I canceled people's Patrons just so I could pay for Dana's. Now her and Liz Cross are the only 2 Patrons I have. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm lying. I have Kelly and Rick. Kelly and Rick and Dana I have on for Patrons now. Because now that I'm on a budget, unfortunately, I mean George has me on a budget, and like it's okay. I'm all right. Whatever. I have to like budget out my money, and that includes paying for the stuff that has to do with this. Now it's his money and whatever. I'm okay. Lauren, if you're not busy later, give me a call. I know we have some stuff we have to catch up on, like life stuff. I'm gonna have to. My sister. I don't know if you guys know. My parents are separated, so my sister and my dad. I go to my sister's later and have to help her. She's getting surgery next week on her foot. She's not allowed to walk on it. She's not allowed to put any weight on it for 2 weeks, and she does a lot of stuff in our house. She basically runs the house. But I'm gonna get it all organized. Things. I'm gonna be there for like 3 days the week that she gets her surgery. And I'll be doing my shows from there for a couple of days, I think. But I'm gonna get there tonight and get everything situated because I'm gonna get a area set up for my stuff, and I want to get the house cleaned up for her and all. Because she has 2 huge dogs, not huge dogs, 1 huge dog and another little dog. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I think what time is that? I'm gonna do a 4:20 show. I think to talk about the Bravo News or basically not Bravo News, but the Blake and Ryan of it all. I'm gonna get Dave Neal's rush hour episodes that he does. He does these half-hour episodes twice a day, and their premieres or they're live, and he gives us the latest on the Blake stuff. He reads, the court stuff. I'll play his stuff if he has anything, because I realized I have a hard time reading court documents. Unless I go on the lawsuit thing, and maybe it's easier for me to read. I just think the receipts are so interesting, and the fact I'm still flabbergasted. I still can't understand the letter that they wanted Justin Baldoni to sign, blaming him, taking complete blame for everything. Like, after they called it a sexual predator. Anyway, I love you, Lauren. I will. We're on the same time zone, so just let me know when you can talk. Send me a text message. And then who else is here? I appreciate there's 500 people watching. They're all TikTok people. Oh, that's nothing. The good thing with Restream, maybe I'll try the next episode with Restream. It actually runs through TikTok on here, so I don't have to have it somewhere else. So I'll be able to actually be connected to all of it. So that way, everybody that's on TikTok, and if they send me anything, I'll see it. Because I feel bad after the fact that I had to go on there and see the things, the comments I didn't get to see and all that. And I use TikTok's a younger crowd too. A lot of them, they just see they're live and they just come on for a little bit to support. But and then it considers them as part of the people watching. But 500 people watching, and I know you can't see the number of like buttons, but that's fine. I have it like that for a reason because I hate being in competition with people. But the likes matter, and I see them all. And my views are down, but that's fine. I know it's because I'm doing longer episodes. They're not pushing it. Oh, I see what's going on. I knew why it looked weird. I'm mirrored the wrong way. There we go. Fuck, I knew it looked weird earlier. I was like, why do I look weird? I had it mirrored wrong. Jesus Christa. Oh, yeah. I was like backwards or something. It was weird. Okay, yeah. I was like, oh, that looks funny. I couldn't figure out why it looked funny earlier. I got no extensions, by the way. Aren't they nice? I'm obsessed with them, by the way. They're the cheaper ones too. Remember I told you I got the Secret Life of Mormon Wives Girls one, fucking $300, and they're literally the ones I order or for like $110 are fucking better. Way better. So, yeah. I mean, like, I honestly like I just can't imagine like upselling like Heather, like what Whitney did, upselling just because your name. I don't know. Like she put all this. Like her whole point was she was putting these crystal intentions from the spiritual world into these Alibaba, Temu, Shein type jewelry for $1.58 and selling it for $700, saying it had good intentions attached to it. Bitch, what? I'm paying $600 upsell for because you're fucking what? You put greed, you put good intentions into it. Bitch, you put greed into it. Whoa, look what happens. Then when you wear glasses and holy shit, you didn't even see my eyes. What the hell? Anyway, I got new glasses, but I will be back. To speak about the Justin Baldoni thing, whatever the latest is going on, and whatever daily news we have going on, I will bring it to. I still can't believe Marcus Jordan, dude. I still can't. I just the thing is, I don't understand that either. You have all this money, whatever. Why are you fucking driving? Why don't you have a driver? If you're going to be fucked up and you're going to do cocaine, don't have it on you like an idiot. The fuck you carrying it around for you when you're and driving? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You definitely have the money to have a driver, and you definitely should not be out fucked up. You should know better at your old ass age, and you shouldn't be having cocaine in your fucking pocket. Especially if you see the cop coming, you couldn't throw that shit. The fuck are you thinking, dude? I don't get it. Like, again, I want to know what the fuck is wrong with these people. I mean, he was fucked up, but like, come on, man. Like, if you're gonna do fucking drugs, I'm not judging you for the drugs. I'm judging for the actions on said drugs. That has always been my fucking problem. I don't I don't get rid of my friends because they do drugs, and I stop doing drugs. I get rid of them because the actions that they do on the fucking drugs, stealing, lying, acting fucking assholes. You know what I mean? Don't fuck with me. That's what I'm saying. Do drugs all you want, but just don't fuck with me, and don't make it society's problem. We did that in our 20s. We made it society's problem for a long time. Don't do it anymore. Just if you're gonna do drugs, be fucking responsible about it. That's all I'm saying. Pay your bills, motherfuckers. Like, don't be homeless. Or don't do them. Motherfucker, why are you driving? What? And why are you at strippers? Like, dude, are you trying to fucking look like a scumbag? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? No wonder fucking Larsa. I mean, I don't like Larsa, but dude, she's fucking way better than that, dude. And I thought, like, oh, what the hell's he doing with her? No, she can do fucking better than you would do. Because you, sir, do nothing with your life, and you have all the money in the world and all the fucking platform in the world, and you fucking are out with cocaine in your pocket, all fucked up driving, putting other people in danger. Who the fuck is? Nah, dude, you're a fucking loser. It's my opinion, but anyway, that's how I feel about Marcus Jordan. That Lars is definitely fucking too good for him. And I'm not going to say, oh, I'm not going to give him grace because he relapsed or something. Because again, relapse is different. You're not. This isn't a relapse, dude. This was a total fuck up. Relapsing doesn't include putting other people's lives in danger and not having a driver at your fucking rich ass old ass age. Hi.
Hey, okay, I'm back. Now everything's done with that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Got that taken care of?
Yeah, everything's taken care of for today.
I was telling everybody I was going to come back and do another like a news like
a 420, a 420 or
420, I guess maybe if that's it's a little far away, but I mean. Yeah, I want to do Justin Baldini Blakely because I know some stuff that came out. And then I was just talking about, I know about Marcus Jordan. I just feel like he's a loser. He's a fucking loser, I think about it. Because he has the money and the fucking right mind to have a driver, to not carry cocaine on you, and not to be fucking, pulling up, like, throw that shit on the fucking ground. You see the cops coming. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, you were running from the cops. And you don't have any excuse for your age, the money, all of that to have that shit on you. If you have a relapse, then don't do that shit at home, motherfucker. Don't bring it with you. And I feel like Lars is too good for him. If I think about it,
it's like Lars is too good for him. Not at all. I feel like Lars is not.
Why? Lars is not the one getting caught with cocaine in her fucking pocket. He should know better.
Also, I don't feel like it's a too good situation. I feel like she knew what he was into and might have dealt with it.
And then she didn't. So she didn't.
Right. Maybe that's why they broke up. Who knows?
That's what I'm thinking. That maybe he's what the fuck's he doing with his life? I think about it. He wasn't good at basketball. They said he doesn't. And he's not using his name or platform for anything good. Really, he's just doing what he. And hey, that's good for him. Do what you want. You do what you want with your money. But if you're going to do that shit, don't fucking put other people's lives in danger. And you know better than to have cocaine on you. Like, what are you doing? Why are you driving fucked up? Why do you have cocaine on you? And why are you driving and running from the cops? It's stupid. Why have your fucking girl drive? I don't know. Throw that shit on the ground. Huh?
He was on his way to Lisa Barlow's house.
I'm sure. Yeah, maybe he's delivered it to her. You know what I mean? Driving away. He was gonna go ski the slopes in Salt Lake, Park City. Yeah. I mean, he's at a strip club. But look, again, do what you want, but be responsible. Don't fuck But what does she do that she? Oh yeah, she's maybe her personality. But she's not out doing drugs and being a loser. She lives within her means, I believe. I mean, she's got money, a lot of money coming into, and she lives probably under her means, I would think. And I don't, again, she fuck her too. But again, that's Housewives content right there, and it is actually friendship stuff that I wouldn't do. But again, she's not out driving and getting caught by the cops like a fucking loser,
Like this reunion, I feel like they left so much out. And we didn't get so much addressed, and it was
exactly.
I'm like, I don't know. It just felt incomplete. The things they were arguing about, I was like, still, and the other stuff that almost got resolved, I was like, already. And I didn't feel clarity on different subjects from like Meredith and Lisa, and I don't know. It just kind of feels like I was listening. Did you see Chrissy Balls the other day?
I haven't watched her thing, but what was she saying?
That maybe Housewives is just, it's not the franchise per se. I mean, it's not the cities. Like how you're like, oh, well, maybe it's the Real Housewives of Atlanta. No, it's like Housewives brand.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we might have evolved beyond what they're serving right now. They don't even know what more because it's so far from what they used to be, trying to make it good television, that they almost jumped the shark. You know, like we're not getting what we used to get, and what we get leaves us empty and talking more trash than accolades and what they're sharing. I'm just feeling like, I don't know, it's so much fakey McFakerson stuff going on.
Yeah, that's why I said, I'm like, I don't know anymore. Like I this was definitely, they had in their minds they're resolved with everything, but we didn't feel, like I said, I'm not going to forget about the fence. I'm not going to forget that when you started with blaming Lisa for the whole entire fucking bloggers and everything, down to by the time we get to the reunion, she's only blaming her for telling the whole cast when it wasn't even, that's not what she started out yelling at her about. So again, there's no clarity about that, but and again, we didn't get clarity with Monica either. They fucked us over last season with Monica.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? We didn't get any, like, they were out doing interviews, lying their asses off. We didn't know about Von Teese. We didn't know about Von Teese, Andy, and Heather. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. Yes,
And
you
then
did.
for the reasonings that we were given behind Monica's exit, and then seeing how acceptable certain things really are, it just feels like, as a viewer, like, I don't know, I'm kind of confused. It's kind of like I stopped Jerry Springer because I was just like, okay, I'm done with this kind of drama, you know. Kind of get to that point with these housewife franchises, and even on Atlanta, I don't think that dusting off is necessarily the way to revamp the franchise after you kick the has-beens to the curb. So what are they coming back?
Wait, who's the one? Who is that? Who do you call? Who did you just say? What did you say? Which caller?
Of Titanic, meaning Atlanta. They brought back Cynthia.
I was gonna say, they brought Cynthia again.
Yeah, they dusted.
Oh, that's what I heard you say. That's what I mean. I don't. For some reason, the Housewives, the last couple seasons or the last couple franchises were working for some reason, those eight. But again, like you said, we couldn't even use the storyline that they started out with on Salt Lake because they won't fucking, pay people for their content. They won't, they're going to make lots of money off of Dana's shit. Like they use Dana's name, whatever, but they're going to fuck Dana over. You know what I mean? So she wanted the money. So they had to fuck that storyline and make it look stupid. And again, it's like, I'm like, but I keep saying they are using old Housewives material. They got to start fucking, like I said, either get along or fight with, or what's going on in your personal lives. Like, I don't want them to fight with each other. You know what I mean? That's what they keep doing. They've lost like you said, the old way, the old, like how OC was with, that when Gina threw wine in Tamara's face, that was about the worst that we could get. You know what I mean? And it was the best. It was the cotton candy drama that we could resolve.
Right.
Move on.
And Teresa, now you find out how many abortions the lady had and all this. I mean, it got really dark. We don't want to know all that stuff. I just want to know how you raise kids, interacting with your man, and what businesses are you building, what philanthropy are you doing, it just got way dark across the franchises, though. They're all doing.
I know, and it's like Jersey couldn't even have a reunion because of people, only two people in the cast are complete fucking clowns, are completely destroying lives off camera, off season. Like,
I feel like Bravo also does this service by allowing certain people to not even have to answer for the bullshit.
Yeah, how dare you fucking literally let them go without fucking answering for the and then walk around and fucking go do podcast episodes and say you weren't the one doing it. Everybody else was creating drama. She bitch just fucking says this one more time. I keep hearing Teresa say, "Oh, you saw what they did to me. They were fucking with me. They all fucked with me every fucking season. You'll see. You do watch your back." Are you kidding me? You're sitting out there saying that everybody else was fucking with you and putting shit out about you. Literally, when we proved it, that's what you've been doing. It's like she didn't have to fucking answer to anything ever. But she can go out and make up fucking lies and recreate history. It makes me. You see how angry I get? Fucking Joe Giudice fucking drinking the same fucking pasta sauce. Like,
I
motherfucker,
feel
what?
like that.
Mhm.
What really ruined New York, it wasn't Ebony K. Williams. It was their refusal to talk about their interaction with Ebony K. Williams
Right.
and not
And
having
that was Ramona, right? Too, wasn't that Ramona with her?
had done that, and they didn't even want to answer to. Bob was in on it too. You know, like all the only person who acted right that season was Sonia Morgan. Believe it or not, her and all of her tequilas or gin, whatever she drinks, she acted right. But that ruined it. And then you come back with this reboot full of liars.
Oh man, and we gave it what 2 seasons. It's not this. I don't. Did they say anything about coming back, New York? They haven't said anything, right?
They did a casting call. I just showed how they were doing a cast a week ago. They're gonna try it again, and they're doing a casting call for the Real Housewives of New York right now.
Wow, they were doing one for Jersey just recently too.
Well, I hope that. I don't know.
It's hard. It's not hard to find people, but I don't. It's not going to work if you don't have the old cast with them, because they're going to just fucking destroy the new people. It's not going to work because everybody knows everybody somehow around here. It's not. It's not hard to do, especially with housewives now. So it would just be a fucking war, all on war, if they hired new people to replace the old. It just wouldn't work. They would destroy them. They would be out here fucking really like it would be bad. There'd be fights everywhere. So they have to include the old cast. They have to exclude the 2 clowns, right? Because they're the ones that ruin the whole the class clowns, right? And then it gets along. Everybody's fine. They're still fucking hanging out. Rachel's about to give birth. And they're all there. They're all a part of her pregnancy this whole time. They've all been a part of her shower, a part of her everything, you know, and they're not even.
So who do you think Jersey should stay?
What happened? Who should stay?
Yeah, who should get to stay from New Jersey?
Marge, Rachel, Danielle.
Yeah, if they rebooted
Melissa.
You would want Teresa.
No, Teresa and Jen got to go. No, Teresa and Jen have to go. Yes. No fucking way. They have to go. They ruined everything. Because you can't, we need the house husbands, okay? So that's another element that they would lose because they pay them too. Like they actually have a brand, you know, I consider them a brand, the house husbands. And we can get more of that now that fucking the Robster man's not there. Because nobody wanted to hang out with Louis, so then nobody could. We had nothing out of it. And you know they are a trip together. You know, they're fun to watch, and it's not going to work. We can't create magic twice. I don't think. Come in if you need to come in.
Now, New Jersey was always New Jersey and OG Atlanta. Those OG husbands are the best ever. You know.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff going on with Marge's husband right now. That's it's very a lot of good stuff, you know, a lot of stuff to watch with him. Like they have a lot going on. Rachel's having the baby, so like they missed out really. They would have been filming. They would have been filming. They would have started filming May. They start filming, but they didn't. They're not going to probably do it till the end of this year. The only good thing is,
hear that Juicy Joe gets to come back to the United States.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, after he went around saying did an interview about what it's going to be like for him to come back to the States after being in the Bahamas or something, they said.
Huh. I don't know. I mean, he's got now he has a freaking YouTube channel called Joe's Storytime. He's like, I don't understand what he's doing.
Can't rewrite history, bro.
They fucking keep trying to rewrite history. The fact that they keep trying to do that, it's like, that's what sets me off. That's what makes me have to literally go get all my fucking clips because I know all the shit they try to recreate. So I have it all. I used to have a whole the file of it, but I erased it because I was like, you know what? I'm so done with these people. I erased it. So I had to refine it. But like, I wanted to have the clip of Monica Chacon showing up at Melissa's Christmas party and then them kicking Monica out because Teresa freaked the fuck out. Like all the stuff that they've done for her. And like, she's so fucking delusional, and him too. Colin saying that they're the ones that called the feds. Motherfucker, you know that if you get in trouble, they call everybody in your family and ask them to they have to. Of course, they talk to the feds. The feds called them, and they actually refused to talk to them about anything.
And then like they're really supposed to lie for you. Like you literally treat them like shit every chance you get, and they're supposed to like lie for you for what? Like
he had the balls to call Joe.
Like, ask, is your sister's name Teresa Giudice or what's the name she signed? Monica Chacon.
Monica Chacon. Yeah, her name
It
is
would be
not Monica Chacon.
Teresa, and that could be all it took. That could be the only thing he said. Why does it
He
have to be that he's a full-on snitch for verifying his sister's true identity?
and oh well, he's a scumbag, and Joe B's a Joe M or Joe B, Monica Chacon's husband with partner that he's partner's a scumbag and a piece of shit. You fucking literally you committed fraud on him and you went to jail for it, and you're calling him. How are they scumbags? Like, it's so fucked up, Joe. Like, I thought Joe was still like I thought he was actually, you know, the one who was like, I don't know, the more logical one who would like knows better. Like, I know that he missed Joe when he saw them. They met him in the Bahamas when they saw each other by accident. It's like you could see that they were excited to see each other because for fuck's sake, they're family. They don't have a choice. They've known each other. They were family for 30 years, or how long were they married? Whatever long they were married. It's like they are family, whether they like it or not. And they were excited to see each other, even though they're mad at each other. But Joe knows that. But he fucking is completely turned. He's turned into Teresa. The hatred that he has for them is ridiculous. I don't know where. Again, he got drunk on the pasta. It's like, you know, that Joe Gorga was upset with his dad in the very beginning because he felt like you were taking his dad from him. That was a family issue they had going on.
I was like, why does he treat the son-in-law so good and his son so bad?
I guess in Joe Gorga's perception, that was his perception. And I don't believe that was true, but I just believe that Joe Giudice had maybe they had more, I don't know, brought him around more or something. I don't know. Joe always said how busy he was. I think Teresa had her parents over a lot more. Yeah, I don't know. He's got to get like pardoned or something.
Wow.
I don't know. I thought I thought maybe they're going to ask Trump to pardon him. The fact that he never got his American ID, whatever. Again, you're committing fucking fraud. And again, it's not the first time he did it. It was only the first time he got caught. We were all doing stuff like that, right?
Out to Trump and wants him to pardon P. Diddy.
Who does?
Kanye reached out to Trump.
Kanye?
Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Why would he want him to do that? What the fuck did he? Jesus.
I don't know, because I thought Diddy and Kanye didn't even get along, but
that's what I thought. I mean, why? I never thought. I just thought. I think of Kanye as an entity by himself and not part of that one side or the other. I feel like he broke free of whatever and call him bipolar, manic, whatever. I don't think that that's not right. Something's wrong with his head then, because why would he want that? Why? He knows that if not accused of the things that he's done, if he's not guilty of that, he's definitely guilty of a lot of other shit. Did he? Right. You know what I mean? My point is, I don't think the people that are lying on
about it. I'm like,
I can't hear you. It keeps cutting.
They're doing this guy in Abercrombie and French. You know, they dismissed the Abercrombie and French.
What the fuck?
That shit.
Wow. How could they do that? They dismissed it. And then those brothers from Florida. I do believe all that came from Diddy. I think he ratted all those people out. There's 3 brothers. I think the Amber and Crombie people. But again, why are they getting? See, this is the thing. They're like Jeffrey fucking what's his name, or Epstein. He only one person got in trouble for that. Him and Ghislaine, right? All those fucking allegations, all that, this whole island is a sex orgy, and it's all. Where the fuck are all the fucking arrests at? Like, and then same thing with Diddy. I'm gonna say this. I said it before. I do not believe. No, I don't think that she was. I said this the other day. I don't think she was forced. I think this is what she. See, they were at an after party and they looked happy. They look like an actual couple. They don't look like they actually look like a couple. They were doing like karaoke and shit. Kanye and Bianca. I don't think she's forced to do anything. I think that she wants to.
What? Somebody did her cards and they said she loves it. They said she loves it. The person that read her cards was like, "Oh, this is."
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Right. Yeah, it's a brand for her. She looks scared. What? She just. Have you ever seen her? Like, all right, watch the video. I'll send the video of them at the after party, her doing karaoke. I don't think she looks. They just have the what's it called? The look. What's that model guy? That movie with Ben Stiller. What's the face?
Oh,
they do that. They do some kind of like face. I don't know. She's got like this.
Zoolander. Are you talking about Zoolander?
Zoolander. Yeah, your phone cuts out when you first start talking. I can't hear what you say.
I'm sorry. I'm in this car, girl. I'm sorry.
I can only see I hear the end of what you're saying, but I don't see she always looks scared. Well, they got his help was to marry her because they were trying to put him in a conservatorship. So he went and married her so they couldn't do that. The Kardashians.
Right.
They really.
and talk about because I saw. Did you see that the Boldani guy? He did a whole website full of the text messages.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been pulling them
Yeah,
up.
and
Mhm.
what does Taylor Swift have to do with all this? With her and
Oh,
Blake
oh my
friend.
God.
So yeah, you're gonna have to come back and talk about it. I'll come back.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Taylor's out there now. Taylor's like, oh yeah. Taylor's like, she said that Blake's lying. I never said any. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
Wow.
Apparently Taylor was at one of the times that they screamed at Justin at so Ryan and Blake had Justin come to the house with, and then it ends up being Taylor too there, and they like berated him about like putting Blake's part of the movie in there, like, and basically so they were like, Taylor and Ryan like screamed at him or some shit like that. I don't know. And she called them her dragons. Yeah, they're my dragons. And there was this long message about how they appreciate her and they always have her back and you should appreciate that. Like, it was fucked. It's really
yeah. Well, I haven't seen the whole website yet, but I heard about it.
Oh my God. Well, guess what? It's his response to what she alleged. So it's just like Amber Heard. She doctored text messages. She lied about things on set, and he has all the proof and the timelines and the receipts to say, what the fuck? You tried to ruin my life, and you're a fucking liar. You're Amber Heard 2.0. It's really wild.
Email text messages that were full of sexual overtones. Like he needs to press sexual harassment charges.
Yeah, she was like, especially Ryan's like, I'll get some of his face tattooed on my balls, basically his taint, or he called it perigilium, whatever. His balls, basically. You're saying to the guy, you're gonna get somebody's name, the editor or somebody on tattooed on your balls if you can make the movie start sooner. Like, it's just, you're the one saying. And then she's like, I could be yummy. Like, it's just weird. The shit that she tried to say that happened is like all Amber Heard with Johnny Depp. Like, it's the opposite, complete opposite. And just like completely fucking weird that you think that you can get away with it. And then to find out Ryan is actually backing her, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you then? I mean, really, like, something's actually wrong with him. Like, how the fuck do you see what you're seeing and not, like, my wife's a fucking whole ass liar and she's ruining my life and somebody else's life. Like, they tried to ruin his career, completely ruin his career and his reputation and his family.
I'm gonna
like
live though for sure. I'll come back. Come back in like an hour and 20 minutes. I guess it is for you. 2 hours.
Yes, and then just don't be in the car. Don't be in the car so I can hear you better.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm trying to get out of here, girl.
Okay, good.
I love you guys.
Funny.
Your bell.
Ring all and Arja's bells. She's always linked first in my descriptions on the podcast and side and the chat side.
We're on the most benevolent timeline.
Always start on the most benevolent. We end on the most benevolent. We stay on the most benevolent timeline available. That means we have duality with compromise. Peace. We want peace. So yeah. So Larja will be back. I will be back at we'll do 4:20. And I will get the latest of the shit that's coming out, and I'll get it to the website because I couldn't find it last time. But it might be easier for me to read it now that I know that I can actually read it's like he has typed out like, this is this. Because I was looking at the actual like the one that's filed the court's the lawsuit actual. And I didn't know what I was looking at. I have no idea what I was looking at. I was like, oh shit, I can't do this. I can't. Dave Neal does a good job of reading it, but yeah. So an hour and 20, I'll be back. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do actually have the thumbnail made up. I'm going to put the link in here real quick for you. Let me just schedule it real quick. And whatever is there anything? Yeah, I don't think she looks scared. I really don't. What do you mean? Did you see his life where? Yeah, I think she does what she wants. And I think that it's a brand or a statement or something for her. And I think she gets the Zoolander look on her face. I think that's what she does. Because when you see them at events and stuff, they look happy. She doesn't dress like that I've seen her with the kids and stuff, and she looks like a normal person. But stop. I mean, if he's considered bipolar or diagnosed bipolar, I could see that. You know what I mean? Like, because obviously I feel like I I resonate with him when he's manic. I actually made it thumbnail yesterday. I was going to wear my Eagle sweatshirt. Because the Eagles, I am a Philadelphia Eagle fan, and they are playing this weekend, the Super Bowl. There it is. Okay. And if there's anything else you want me to talk about, I talked about Kanye stuff the other day. Yeah, and I just feel like I said, like, I've watched the readings. A couple of people have done readings on him and her, and not everybody believes in the psychic stuff, but they do say that it's not, she's not being forced to do anything. Pop culture news. We'll call it pop culture news hour because I used to do Bravo news, but I'm doing almost like not later shows too, but like when I was doing them, like I'm still trying to see what times everybody's gonna be available, because I know I see you guys every time, but I also I feel like maybe there's people that are at work and stuff, not doing anything. But see if I can get more. See if you guys like doing this freaking thing. What in the world? I don't know if the wind is doing this, but somebody's either opening my door or there's a ghost outside because my husband should be home. But babe, are you trying to get in? Or it's like, am I delusional? What's happening? Is this the wind or something? Babe, I'm not kidding you guys. If I could show you the camera, you would see. So it looks like somebody trying to push my door open to the studio, and it's not that windy out. Okay, pop culture. Sure. Okay. And I feel like Taylor. Yeah. So yeah, Taylor Swift was like putting out statements and stuff saying that Blake's lying, that like she had nothing to do with any of that, and that she also lied about Taylor. There's another movie that I guess maybe Blake was in, and another girl got hired to play whatever her younger sister, and she's like, yeah, Taylor picked you personally, that's what she said to her. Oh my God, there's a ghost in there. And I don't know. And she's like, I was never even there, and I didn't talk to Baldoni. But then again, Justin said that Taylor and in a message back to Blake that it was that Taylor and Brian were talking to Justin, and I guess like yelling at him. I don't know whatever that allegation was, where he was at the house and those two were like yelling at him and like saying how Blake's amazing and they should be proud, they should be happy to take her suggestion. I don't know, weird ass shit. But the fact that she's included, she's like, and then he sends, like a message saying, no, that wasn't necessary. You're amazing, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, they're my dragons and they have my back and my dragons, they're my dragons. I'm Khaleesi. It's like, she went on this whole thing and it's like, and Taylor's like, what are you talking about? Your dragon? Like, I never even heard that in my life. Like, it's weird. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know if Taylor's lying because somebody's lying, because Justin says it happened. He even said it before Taylor denied it. And then Blake doesn't say it back to him. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Taylor wasn't there. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, yeah, you're right. She does have my back, blah, blah. So they both admit that Taylor said she had nothing to do with any of it. Not only, she said, take my name off of it, stop bringing up my name, but she could get deposed. She should get deposed, because part of the scene that was in question, the rooftop scene, had to do with Ryan and Taylor. They said, well, Blake wrote it, but actually Ryan wrote it, and Taylor put a song or something, what they call a score. They literally fired the first person that was supposed to do the music, then hired Taylor. And actually, Blake hired Taylor. And Blake also took the movie and screened it for a bunch of people, 1,000 people, without permission from Sony. And her cut, not Justin. So it's like, she did a lot of fucked up shit. And I don't know if that's why she turned on him, but like, why would you taking him down is not going to fix your reputation. You know what I mean? It's just going to make, if you're trying to make him look like a bigger, like a bad reputation, that just puts him in a category with you. Scumbag, fucking bad reputation. You're just giving somebody else a bad reputation, same one that you have. So it like doesn't make you any better. It just makes him the same as you. Just like Jax Taylor yelling at Tom Sandoval. This doesn't absolve you from being a fucking scumbag. It just, Tom just is at the top of the hill with you, the scumbag hill, You don't get to come down off the tower. You stay up there. They just join you, But Justin's the one who literally, he tried to, even still, didn't, in the press wasn't, even though this is all going on, the press was not downing or saying anything bad about the movie or anything or them. It's just crazy. I was never did anything. I'm not into it at all at this point. I'm sick of it. I would really appreciate if the fucking feds, everything they said that they had on them, if that's true, like really fucking show us that, or like get them for like really, because if this turns out to be, you said all this stuff happened on Epstein Island, that we got nothing, and fucking nobody got convicted of fucking anything, and not even the victims ended up in jail. It's so fucking wild to me. So if it's just Cassie and what he did to Cassie, we already know that, right? He said sex trafficking. Like there's so many allegations they have against Diddy. Like, where are they? And these freaking witnesses, or these people, these victims that come forward, whether they would believe him or not, it still doesn't tell me what you said. Sex trafficking. You said Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? Little boys and stuff like that. So where the fuck is that evidence at? Why is that not being presented? Why is that being, why is that not in the discovery? It's just crazy to me. I'm tired of hearing about it. And you know what? They're probably going to unalive him, and that's it. But I want to, people need to be accountable for the fucking 300,000 missing children. And if he has something to do with it, or he's, his house was used as because he lives on his house was on a port, across from a port on the water. So it was, I don't know if that means like they could, easily traffic in and out through the waterways. And I don't know if the the rhymes with the Bugatti people were using that as I don't know. I just feel like it might be a big nothing burger. Oops. See, I put on my thing, but it covers me up for some reason. All right, guys. Oh, I thought I was doing. Okay. Oh, sorry. If there's any other, if there's any stories, pop culture stories that you want me to talk about, let me know real quick, and I will get them ready. Because I'm getting like inspired by Candace Owens and like Dave Neal. I wish I could just come on here and just be and do the show and just be all show. But I'm like, so I don't know. I'm just very like I'm not streamlined. I don't have a script that I stick to except for the beginning. I don't play my intro anymore. And I mean, I get the money. I mean, I can see the views and everything. I just feel like they're inspiring. So I'm trying to be more, have my stories ready. But it's been 4 years. What, 3 years? What am I on year 3? How long have I been doing this? 4 years? I don't know. Whatever this is, 4 year. I think I should be at that point by now. But I feel like too, I get excited. Even though I do this 3 days a week, I every time I do get excited to like, try and work harder at not being so ADHD and all over the place. And get excited to actually like practice coming on and having my lives. It's like every time I do one, I'm like, all right, I'm going to try really hard. And it's exciting for me not to touch my face like I keep doing and not to say like and I actually cannot hear myself say it. So I'm trying to listen to myself back. And I also feel like the first 10 minutes of my show, I don't get started right away. It's probably fucking annoying to the podcast side, so I gotta like do some more things that are, what was I doing? Oh, okay, sorry. Scheduling and thing. Okay. It comes when it comes to Cassie because so many witnesses. She was a bug. I know. And that's another thing. It's not illegal to have sex and hire prostitutes, right? Or, I mean, I guess it's illegal to hire prostitutes. All right. Threesomes aren't illegal, right? So it's her word against him about the other things, unless they have video of it. I don't know what the video could be. I guess it could just be the video. I mean, of course, having sex allegedly, she could be faking it. You know what I'm saying? So that whole thing, I mean, I don't feel like that. I feel like he's right that we'll probably absolve him instead of make him guilty. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to show willing participants, and they're not going to have any money exchanged on camera. You know what I mean? So you can't really say they're prostitutes. You can't prove it because I don't think he's that stupid. High tea. Called high tea. You know what I mean? And yeah, Cassie can say, yeah, I saw this, I saw this, I saw that. Same thing with Kim Porter. She can write a book, or other people can write a book for her. They're just taking the allegations that have been out there for years and everything that Cassie has said and taking it. And of course, I'm sure I believe Kim Porter. I believe all the things that she had said was done. And I do believe that he's a sexual predator, but a drug addict. And if he's trafficking kids, that's a separate. We don't say that he's doing it if he's not. Justin Bieber, that whole thing. All this that the defense are putting out there about him, like they read on his indictment. I swear to God, they would fucking have proof. 98% fucking. Thank you. I love my community. 98% conviction rate, right? And it's like, but convicted, they gotta get convicted of everything. If he doesn't, they just, what are they gonna do? Just like tell us that there's sex trafficking and not do anything about it? At least Trump's doing something. I'm sorry. I mean, well. He hired Jesse Ventura to do that part of the job, to find the missing children and help close up the borders. High tea at 4:20. Yeah, and again with Kanye, I don't believe that she's definitely don't believe she's forced. High tea at 4:20. Okay. Justin Baldoni and Blake of it all. Breakdown of this week's lawsuits drama. Also, any other pop culture news? See you guys at 4:20. Join me live for an open panel. schedule. And I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to go check on those cats, the ones that I should. Oh, I'll show another video in case anybody wants to see it again. How cute they are. I don't know what to do with them. I got to check the. I put him on I put him on the website. You know, the South Jersey, all that in the Camden County, all that crap. Lost cats and everything. So we'll see. I'll check that too. Because you know, people maybe if somebody is somebody's cat, they probably were trying to call me or get a hold of me, and I'm here doing this. This fucking wind. I swear, the ghost or the wind is trying to make it work on. All right, people are dropping off. I know. I was already. Come back at 4:20. I'm going to give you the link. Hold on. It's creating it right now, and I will put it in there in 1 minute. So then you can just link that and go right over to it. Okay. All right. It's reading high tape 420. Share. Nope. 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 No. Don't understand. Nope. No. Get out of there. Nope, nope. All right. YouTube. I don't know if anybody, Mary, you might be able to do it faster than me to get the link for the next show, but I'm should be on YouTube and I can't get to it right now. God damn it. Okay, right. Me. You guys, I can't stand how cute this freaking cat is, I swear. Like, I don't know what to do. This is not good. I might have to bring it to my parents because I can't, what do you kick him out of my yard? I can't kick him out. Like, he's gonna come back, he's gonna come right back, you know? All right, where's my show? My show is just on. Okay. No, open the video. I want to link it. Let me link it. Oh my God, let me link. Okay. Is that me? I look funny looking down, don't I? Okay. Peace. Right there's the link. Did it show up? There it is. That's the link for the next show. Okay, 420. Okay. It's trauma abuse. I saw that. Okay, what are you guys talking about? Okay. I saw trauma abuse. What documentary? Okay. The one from Diddy? Yeah, the spiking drinks. I did see them, but I'm just saying all the stuff they're saying that he did, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. And that's the fucking fucked up part about it. You know? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. And that's the fucking goddamn shame. Just look at OJ Simpson, you know what I'm saying? But all right, guys, I will see you at 420. Everybody click that link. Please like, subscribe, please share this. And if you stayed till the end and the Whose Side You On podcast side, you're fucking amazing. Thank you. Please leave me a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify. I don't have many on there. I have a lot of views, downloads. I just don't have a lot of ratings, and I want to actually hit the rating. You know what I mean? I want to hit the top 10 ratings or something. I'm going to do something. I have goals. Okay. All right. I love you all. See you in an hour or two. Bye. However, please come. I miss you guys. Please, you guys are my peoples. And also, I do have a membership, guys. I'll make it 99 cents if you want. It's just me and my sister right now. But I want to be able to do members only. And then maybe I could teach you guys how to pole dance. I get everybody a pole. Saying it's only $100 at Amazon, and it's such good exercise. And I was thinking about putting it up and showing, like, teaching classes online, like you guys, like members only or something. I'm telling you, your legs look amazing. All right. Love y'all. We should have a swear jar for me. Money Grace, you were here too? Oh my God, I didn't know you were here. I think about you. It's weird. I think about you when I do, for some reason, because I'm always watching Zach before I do mine. And when I'm like sending out my link, and I always see your name every, and I'm like, oh, I think about you every day. All right, I love you. Please come back. Okay. Instagram is on too, I think.